ます。こんにちは、こんばんは。こしかくしかです。Hello, it's Iori here. I'm gonna first change your AC's wind power to low, so you guys don't need to hear the wind. Okay. Happy Monday, Tuesday, y'all. Yay. Yay. If you like Mondays and Tuesdays. Start of a new week. Yay. Well, start a new week means FaceCon is happening this weekend. Like, for real, it's actually happening. Like, oh my gosh. I still can't believe it. FaceCon が今週末に起きるってことまだ信じれないんだけど、実感がないんだけど。何ですか、これは。It won't feel real for me until I'm at the airport, I think. Yeah, for you guys, there's experience of like actually going there. So I think like packing, landing will make you feel real, right? I won't feel real until last minute. Until it's my like what? I appear on something and I like connect on Discord and I talk to the people at there. Then I think I'll finally start to feel a little bit real. But for me, I'll just do like, you know, I'll be at my work space, so the environment won't change on anything. So I'm like, is it actually happening?そうなんかそのフェイスコン博士課とかタレントはさ、変わらないわけですよ。何かしら環境の変化があるわけじゃないんだよ。フェイスコンが起きるからって言ってディスコードをつないでそこでいろいろなんかあなたの時間ですよとかって言われて入ってでそこでいるつなげてもらって現地にいるファンの皆さんを見てようやく本当に始まってるってなるくらいだと思うのね。やっぱその現地に行かれる方は現地に行くっていうアクションがあるじゃないですか。結構それって環境の変化が大きいじゃん。だからそれを考えると確かにそろそろ始まるなと思ったりチケット用意したりとかいろいろなんていうんだその細やかなことがあると思うんだけどこちらはチケットもないしチケットも当たり前のようにないしなんか現地に行くこともないしだから実感が本当になくって本当にあるの始まるのフェーズコンって今週末ちゃんと開催されるのっていうなんかわかんないけど漠然とした なんかあるんだなっていうのと、なんとなく不安でもあるんだよね。なんかあまりにも現実味がなさすぎて、これ本当に間に合ってるんだろうかと本当にいろいろね思ったりしますね。なんというかその現実味があまりにもない。あまりにも現実味がないんだ。There's literally like no, like it does not feel real in a good way and a bad way. It just doesn't feel real somehow. If someone told me this was like a prank, I would kind of believe it. だから誰かがこれ盛大なドッキリでしたって言われてもね、全然信じちゃうと思う。あんまりにも現実味がない。へえ、起きるんだと思ってるけど、へえ、起きるんだと思ってるくらい。皆様はね、行かれる方と日本のやつのミート&グリート来られる方とかであったりもどうですか？実感。日本の方もね、なんかね、フェイズコンせっかくなら日本でも何かしたいなってみんな思ってたの。なかなかなんかタレント内で言っててもスタッフにそれを主張してる人がいたのか分かんなくって、でもなんかとにかくムーミンさんがなんかやりたいって考えてくださってて、ムーミンさんが動いてくださってたらしくて、で叶ったことなのですごい嬉しくて、ただそっちも実感なくってOh dear of the face world, what is your wisdom? You will learn my wisdom words. There's gonna be lots of it. And the stream. So even for like the Japanese meet and greet, like I feel like all the talents wanted to do something with the JP fans as well, but we weren't sure like how to do it, or like we weren't sure who we should tell that. But so yeah, apparently like Mumi was also thinking the same, and she used her connections, and we were able to, well, like we already worked with Ponorosa before, so it's not our first time, but doing a meet and greet is our first time with them. And Umi was like apparently talked to them, and she was like, let's make this happen. So yeah, that one doesn't feel real too somehow. Like everything just doesn't feel real. 私はほぼ旅行なのでかなり楽しみです。わあ、ほんとぜひ。っていうかあれだよね、本当に。土日で来るのかな？で、日曜の昼でしょ？どうだろう、日月で来るのか、日帰り。日曜の朝に来ます。あ、日帰り？日曜の夜帰る？いや、なんかおすすめのご飯屋さんもどれぐらい離れたとこまで行っていいのかを考えててうん、ちょっと考えておきますね。お伝えするところもいろいろ。いひひいひいひいひひひ。I made a deal with the JP bros that if you buy like the max 3 ticket for Iori's meet and greet, that means you talk with me for 3 minutes. I made a deal that if you buy the max ticket, I will share one of the restaurants or cafes that I always keep from you guys. The ones in Tokyo. Because it's in Tokyo, there's literally like thousands of people every day going there too, so it doesn't matter. And I was like, yeah, okay, I'll tell you. I'll tell you the stores that I think it actually tastes good. As a foodie, this is like, I believe it's gonna be a really useful piece of information. Because you get to learn what store is good without trying yourself. 水曜まで知人と、めっちゃいいじゃないですか。じゃあどこでもいいね、教えるの。よかったよかった。なんかね、空港の時間とかあったらなんか結構あれなのかなと思ってたけど、よかったよかった。水曜まであればどこへだって行けますよ、都内は。スマホを忘れないやつの充電開始しよう。Give me a second. I'm gonna start charging my phone. Okay, phone's connected to charger. So I don't need to be like, battery dying. ということで、本日の配信はですね、anyways, for today's stream, I'm going to be talking about travel tips, including like some items that might be useful when you go mainly right under airplane. And for like the travel tips itself, like more about like the airport things and etc., I'll be talking about it using Google Maps. I don't know if I can walk around in the airports. Let me try. If I can't, I cannot. Wait, what is this though? Pretty sure some person has posted it though. Airport. Unexplained ground stop at SFO sparks fears of major travel dispersion. What disruption? What is going on? why does SFO sounds a little bit chaotic today? Like 18 hours ago, it was actually yesterday. What is going on there at SFO? なんかいろいろ起きてそうですね、SFO。まあまあ大丈夫でしょう。まあね。うん。I never actually landed at the international terminal. I landed in the domestic terminal because if you fly from Canada, it's international but technically domestic but technically international treated. It's a little bit confusing if you're Canadian if you're going to States. Like, you are flying internationally, but since you already went through the security in Canada, if you live in Canada, and use Canadian airports to go to, even if you don't live in Canada, if you have like a layover at the Canadian airport to enter US, then you will do the security check and everything in Canada. So you will be landing somehow in the domestic terminal. But that is only for people who uses the Canadian airport, so I don't think it actually matters for most of the people here. By the way, my personal experience, just speaking from my personal experience, the officers at the Canadian airport are, in generally speaking, quite kind than the US ones. So if you have like a layover option, layover in Canada or layover in somewhere else, then go to US. I'll say choose Canada if only it's like a great deal for you. Anyways, right? Because traveling is so expensive, you can kind of base it on the price. But yeah, Canadian airports, US officers are quite, in general, nice. They will listen to you. They won't take you. Okay, what happened was is that there was literally one officer that started to chit chat with me for like 3 minutes. Around like 3-5 minutes. Just chit chat. It was just like a general conversation. He didn't really ask me about my trip. He asked me about my life. He was asking about my personal life, and I was like talking about my personal life. And I asked him like, oh, so do like the US officers in Canada also live in Canada? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, is it under like the US laws? And he was like, yeah. And he started to share about his family. And like another officer did see like you can see the history of like going in and out from US, right? And he was like, hey, so it seems like you lived here before. And I was like, yes. And he somehow asked what visa I had, but I was like literally a kid, so I was like, I didn't have a visa because it was my parents. And he was like, well, your English is so good. So I thought it was like, he somehow thought I was suspicious, but hey, I'm going in from Canada. Of course I can speak English. And I was like just talking with him, and he was really chill too. So everyone's quite chill there. I don't know why. Maybe because it's not as busy as the US airports, of course, like LAX or SFO. And just in general, the Canadian airports, well, YVR is the only one that I've used, so YVR is quite chill, the vibe. People are kind there, it's chill. They just want to talk with people. So if you have an option, and if you must take a layover to go to US, actually, Canada is one of the options, I'll say. Just that it is like in the North America or like Canada, it's said to be one of like the best airports. It's really not. It's small in size. There's only 2 terminals, international and domestic, and that's it. Not much to do. Carpet looks clean, but I literally saw rats just running through, so it's not clean. Don't lie on it or anything. So yeah, it's not the best airport, but it's okay. You can definitely kill your time there at YVR, and the officers are more kind, in my opinion. So anyways, that's like just a small tip if you're using YVR and going into states. Because of the close partnership. Yes. Yes.そう、これはね、ちょっと面白い情報なんですけど、カナダからアメリカに 日本でも乗り継ぎとかのが出てきたりすると思うんだけど、アメリカへの飛行機とか見てると、これしかカナダ、日本からカナダ乗り継ぎアメリカだと基本的に YVR って言われるバンクーバー国際空港を使います。で、博士課はずっとそこ使ってたんですけど、バンクーバーに住んでたので、そりゃねわざわざ他の空港行くとめちゃめちゃ遠いからバンクーバー使ってたんですけど、 YVR っていうところはカナダっていうのがアメリカとクローズパートナーシップって言われる、仲良くしようねっていうのも住んでいて、それの影響で、アメリカに入国する際はカナダの空港でアメリカ行きっていう国際線ターミナルアメリカ行きって案内されて、でそっちの方行くともうそこでアメリカの保安検査があります。入国に関する保安検査ってか、そうだね、入国に関することもそこで済まします。なのでオフィサーの人がいて、アメリカのオフィサーの人がいて、でその人と、質問聞かれて答えて、書類見せて通ってでしたら、もう通った先からアメリカになるんですよ。で飛行機乗ってアメリカに行くと、もうすでにアメリカの入国、カナダ出国アメリカ入国を済ましている人なので、入国した状態でアメリカの上空飛んでるわけだからってなると国内線扱いになるんですよ。なのでカナダから乗り継ぎで行くと、着陸するターミナルは国内線になります。ただ出発するターミナルは国際線になるので、それがちょっと注意が必要で、頭の中でねこんがらがらないようにしないといけないんですけど、個人的にちょっとねおすすめしたい点があって、確かにLAX とか SF4 とか行くとデデーンってウェルカムトゥーザユナイテッドステーツみたいなのがあるんですけど、ああいうかっこいいのないんですよ、国内線でついちゃうから。全く歓迎されてる感もウェルカムってようこそ感もないんですけど、ただ、ちょっと混雑がやっぱり国内線の方が好きやすいじゃないですか。国際線の方が便数が多いでかい空港だしたのでっていう意味でもおすすめなんですけど、それだけじゃなくって博士課の体験をもとにしてお話しさせていただくと、カナダの空港の方がいるオフィサーたちが、アメリカのオフィサーたちが優しかったです。アメリカで入国する際とか出国する際のオフィサーの人たちよりカナダの方が優しかったです。なぜかわかんないけど、もうただ単におしゃべりしたいだけみたいな人がちらほらいます。なので入国時々怖いっていう場合とかでも、もしかしたらどうせ乗り継ぎをしてもいいかなと思っていて、で乗り継ぎの方が安い場合は別にカナダ乗り継いじゃってもありだとは思います。ただバンクーバー国際空港っていうのが調べたらね、緑の絨毯みたいなのが敷き詰められてて、水槽があったり、すごい木をね、すごい空港としてはかっこいいんだよ。それはそうなの。木の使い方とかもかっこよくって、すごくファーストネーションズへのリスペクトも感じられて、すごくかっこいいんですよ。なんだけど綺麗じゃないんですよ普通にカーペットになってるから子供とかが寝転んだりしてるの見るんだけど、普通にネズミ羽織ってるからなと思って、ネズミさんがいます。なので綺麗だと思わないでください。普通に絨毯の上ネズミ走っていくの見るからっていう感じですね。空港としては規模はちっちゃいのであんまり見るところはないんですけど、十分時間を潰す程度のものはあります。だし、別に空港として悪いとは思わないの。普通に楽しくはある。ティム・ホートンは激混みなので諦めましょうってぐらいだね。カナダの空港で、カナダの体験でティム・ホートン行きたいんだと思っても諦めましょう。マジで 1,2 時間ぐらい並んでる、あれいつも。博士課は空港内にティム・ホートンを買ったことないもん。やばすぎて列が。モバイルオーダーも激混みらしいからやってなくって、いつもどこで買ってたっけな。スタバの方が若干すく瞬間があるから、その隙にスタバ並んじゃうとかしてたかな。でも中通ってからはスタバも買ってないかも。外の方が良かったから。中入ってからはどこで買ってたんだろう、いつも。何もしてなかったかも特に何もしてなかったからもしれないですね。飲み物も買わない。たまに買うけど買わないときは買わないし、買うときは買うしみたいな。とにかく。Anyways, let's get started with the main part, travel tips. ででーん。So, First, let me explain the difference of carry-on luggage and checked luggage. 持ち込み荷物と預け荷物の違いを説明していきたいと思います。So carry-on, it's depends on what airline and what package you bought. All these information I'm gonna say is gonna depend on which airlines you're using. So be sure to check before you start packing, and don't just listen to my stream and pack it. Check whichever airlines you're using. The rules differ on each airlines. Plus, what package you bought. Nowadays, there's like packages that says like 1-person item and 1 checked is allowed. And there's some that says like 1-person item, 1 carry-on that's allowed, whatsoever. It depends on what you bought. But when someone says carry-on luggage, they mainly are thinking about the carry-on bag. But 1 personal item is also included. I believe there's no airline that refuses you to bring 1 personal item. This is like the minimum that everyone can bring on for free. So 1 personal item, what do you mean by this? It means an item that fits under the seat in front of you. So there's like lots of seats, right? And your seat, there's one in front of you. But in front of you, below there, there's some space between the floor and the seat, the sitting part of the seat in front of you. That space is your space. So you can put in backpack or purse or whatever, but it has to be something that fits underneath it. If you're worried, you can go to the airline website and check what size is allowed for personal item as well. They usually have it explained on their website. I will say if it's like a 40-liter backpack, it would not fit. It would not fit under the seat. So bring something a little bit smaller than like the backpacker's backpack, you know, that kind of one, like the gigantic ones. That would not fit. So you can check the sizes on the website. 持ち込み荷物について説明していきたいと思います。持ち込み荷物っていう際はですね、大体2つのことを指します。1つが身の回り品って言われるので、バックパックであったり、小型のバックパックであったり、ただ単にポーチとかであったり、カバンであったりなんですけど、前の座席の下に入る大きさのものを身の回り品と呼びます。なので、私が持ってるリュックのうち1個が40リッターのバッグ、に近い 39. 点何たらとかなんだけど、バックパックがあって入らないです。これは前の座席の下に。なのでそういうのではなく、ちょっとね普通に無印とかだったりリュックとかは入るので、基本的な大きさなのはそういうのを、持っていくと座席の下に無料でね、身の回り品は基本的に無料でございます。入れることができます。ただ、航空会社によって持ち込める大きさの規定であったり、若干ルールもね変わってくるので、ぜひご利用される航空会社ご確認ください。これから話す情報すべてに言えます。それは航空会社によってブレがあるので、ご自身が利用される航空会社の情報をご確認ください。Next, carry-on bag. That's about an item that fits in the overhead bin. And this differs on which airlines you use too, but it's mostly 1 per person. で、続いて手荷物ですね。頭上の棚、オーバーヘッドビンとかって言われる棚ですね。に入る大きさの荷物のことを指します。こちらはもちろん航空会社によってであったり、自分が購入したパッケージによったりして違うんですけど、異なってくるんですけども、基本的にこの手荷物も一人一つでございます。So the overhead bin is slightly tricky if it's your first time doing it. Because if it is a packed flight, you might not have space to put it in. If it's like, especially if you want to put it above you. So sometimes people ask, the cabin attendants ask you to put it in somewhere else. Like it might be seats like just like 1 row behind you, or it might be way behind you, like at the end of the plane. Like it happens. And sometimes if it's a fully packed plane, the cabin attendants might ask someone to voluntarily check in their luggage instead of carry on, but that'll be free. So if you don't need to rush out of the plane, and if you have like time, and if you don't mind waiting for your luggage to come out, you can also use that, take that advantage and don't need to carry something heavy when you're going off the plane, because it's gonna be checked. I really hope you don't make me check my carry-on. Yeah, some people doesn't like that. Understandable, because you won't be able to get out soon as you want to. But again, if your carry-on is too heavy, you need to check it. But yeah, if you're not in a hurry, that's actually kind of useful, because you don't need to, you know, do like the, let me take it down. I need to take it out thingy. Ninja, thank you for the raid! Thank you, Lily! Welcome, welcome! Yokoso, minasama. Hello, everyone! I'm Iori Hakushika from Phase Origins, which is the first generation of Phase Connect, and I am giving travel tips just before FaceCon, so I hope you guys haven't packed yet. If you haven't, if you're already on the plane, or if you're gonna board on the plane, I hope you packed everything. Welcome! Yokoso, yokoso. I haven't been to the Bay Area in forever, so good tips. Well, it's just like, let me explain why am I doing this. It's because I had one viewer telling me that it's his first time booking a ticket, a flight ticket, and it's his first time getting on the plane. So, the travel tips is mainly going to be focused about useful items when flying, you can use on the plane or packing, or some general explanation about the luggages, like as I'm doing right now, when boarding the plane. We will be talking a little bit about San Francisco Airport and so on, but me personally too, I've been to San Francisco, but I didn't really look around the Bay Area, so I don't know. So it's not gonna be like Bay Area tips, it's more about like flying and general travel tips. It's really in general travel tips. Anyways, I was explaining the difference between the carry-on luggage and the checked luggage. Thank you! Thank you for the hydration reminder. We finished explaining about the carry-on. Next is the checked luggage. So checked luggage, it's usually an optional one if you're flying domestic. If it's international, it's usually one free. Like you get one for free. Depends on the distance too, but if you're flying Japan to States, usually up to one is free unless you're flying with an LCC, low-cost carrier. If you're using the major airlines, usually one or two are free if you're doing a long flight. Max-san, thank you for the 5 membership gifts. Arigatou. Well, for international, for anyone who's coming international to FaceCon, so from outside of States to FaceCon, please check your airlines, because of course, again, these ones as well, it differs on the airlines, on each of it. But usually, in generally speaking, the suitcase size is from like 150 to 205 centimeters, that's allowed. So it'll be like 60 inches to 80 inches. Huge difference. It's because what airlines you're using. I used a referral, I referred on United and JAL size difference. The bigger ones are always JAL. Japanese Airlines tends to let you bring in bigger bags compared to United Airlines. So if you're flying in to States from Japan but using United, it's gonna be smaller. If you're using JAL, it's gonna be bigger the bag allowance. But yeah, so it's 150 to 205 centimeters, 60 inches to 80 inches for all size. So like, do I have a pointer? Pointer ってあるかな、ちなみに。Pointer, here we go. So including this side, and this. All three sides. It should be within this length. That's how you think for the suitcases. And max was the same. It was 23 kilograms for United and JAL. ジャルもね、ユナイテッドもね、これは一緒でした。23キロ。で、3辺の輪が150から205センチって書いてあるんですけど、これはね、ユナイテッドとね、ジャルでね、かなり異なったので、なんかいろいろな航空会社調べて結構異なってたので、だいたいこれぐらいの間っていうので書かせていただきました。Yeah, I will say if you plan to buy lots of merches at FaceCon, you should have a checked bag. So if you're gonna fly in with the carry-on bag and one person item or either one of it, for your return flight, I will say it might be better to have a checked bag option added on. So you don't need to be like, oh, my merches doesn't fit in. What should I do? You will still have a big 23 kilogram allowance if you're flying international. And for domestic, I used United as my referral. It was 62 inches, max 23 kilograms. I don't know why the weight doesn't change for United, but United did say 23 kilograms. But always, just in case, before you pack yourself, check the airline's rules again. Okay? Be sure to double check, triple check, because you don't want to mess up. You don't want to be the one opening the suitcase at the airport and crying and throwing away in the trash. I see people doing that. You don't want to be that. For whatever you bought, you want to bring it back to your house. You want to bring it back home. You don't want to say goodbye. You don't want to say goodbye to it at the airport crying. 国内線がだいたいまあ 50×60×120 ぐらいでの20キロということになってます。これは JAL のかな規定を見ましたね。で、預け荷物はand check the luggage. So when you check it in, when it comes out, it's gonna be coming out from like the belt conveyor thingy, right? At the airport. If you have like a ordinary suitcase, there's some suitcase belts that you can buy. I will say buy something that's like a unique design or coloring, like rainbow or so, that is easy to spot. Because think that there's at least one person with the same suitcase. This quite happens. You might think your suitcase is special, but there's gonna be at least one that looks the exact same or looks really similar to what you have. And you don't want to accidentally grab that. You don't want anyone else to accidentally grab your suitcase. To prevent that, use a colorful or unique design suitcase belt and wrap it around with that. And mainly for international users, take a picture of your suitcase, even domestic actually. Take a picture of your suitcase before checking it in. Because when you get off from the plane, when you pick up the suitcase, you might see some dent on it or it might just be cracked. If you have a picture of it before, you can claim that it wasn't your fault that it got cracked. Then the airlines actually need to take the responsibility and they will give you like cash or whatever so you can get a new suitcase. So take a picture of it. Plus, if you're flying internationally, take a picture with the suitcase. You suitcase together, or just take a vlog of it actually. From packing to whatever. until you check it in. Because some people will try to sneak drugs in your suitcase and make you carry it. And it actually happens. Especially if you're using like the, like the clothing material type of suitcase, it's easy to cut it in compared to the other. So they will just make a small cut and put drugs in it. So I'll recommend you to take a picture with the suitcase. Take a picture of the suitcase and plus on with the suitcase if you're flying internationally. Because that actually happens. When you land, the officers check your suitcase and they're like, hey, we had drugs in it. And you're like, it's seriously not me. But they're like, whatever, you're gonna be arrested. And it happens. But if you have evidence that's not you, you can show them your evidence. So higher chance that you can get out. So yeah. So that's also apparently like the reason why some people like to wrap their suitcase around. Haven't you seen like someone wrapping their suitcase around with like the plastic wraps? Really tight and seal? Apparently that's for that. A dog will check you. So a dog will just checks you all the time. When you're flying from Vancouver to another place, a dog will always checks you. I believe it's because the Vancouver smells like weed everywhere. So you're gonna have like the weed residue smell on you. So like Vancouver flights, the doggos loves checking us. They check everyone off from the Vancouver flight. Probably a good reminder to keep your eyes on your own luggage at all times, at least when it's not checked in. Hi, Iori. Hello. Yes, that too. All of your luggage. Keep it with you all time.そう、この預け荷物に関する諸注意なんですけど、国内線でもそうだし、国際線でも使えるんだけど、預ける前に空港で写真を撮るといいです。なんでかっていうと、降りた際に荷物ピックアップして、たまにね、やっぱスーツケースがね、へこんでたり、割れてたりするんですよ。で、前に写真を撮ってあると、いや、これは自分が手を離すまでなかった傷ですって主張できて、そうすると空港側って航空会社側の責任になります。ってなると、ちゃんとお問い合わせ先があって、それらを提出して説明すると、航空会社側が、補填を出してくれることがあります。なので、日本の航空会社だから、アメリカよりかは安全なんですけど、確かに起こりづらいんですけど、それでもね、別に写真1枚増えるぐらいは特に影響ないと思うので、預ける直前に一度写真を撮るのをおすすめします。と、あとベルトコンベヤーのところで回ってくるじゃないですか、スーツケースがね。その際にやっぱりね、意外とね思わないんだけどね、預けるって出てくるまでは絶対に似たようなスーツケースの人が一人はいます。もうそっくりなのが。間違えたくないじゃないですか、他の人のスーツケースと。で、他の人にも間違われたくないじゃないですか。それを防ぐためにスーツケースベルトっていうのをおすすめです。博士は個人的には結構好きで使ってるんですけど、スーツケースベルトっていうのがあって、それをなるべく派手な色にすると間違われづらいのでおすすめです。で、国際線ご利用される方に向けてなんですけど、国際線は、なおさら預け荷物怖いです。何を言ってるかと言いますとですね、普通に、薬物を入れられる場合があります。他の利用客に。 スーツケースちょっと切り込み入れられてそこにスッて入れられるみたいなのがあります。実際にあるらしいですので、おすすめなことがスーツケースと一緒に写真を撮ったり、スーツケースとそもそも思い出を作っておくことです。で、それを写真に収めておく。自分とスーツケースで空港で写真を撮る。ですると、スーツケースごと変えられる場合もあるのね。ドラッグのことで。ドラッグが入ってるそっくりのスーツケースと、そっくりのスーツケース見つけたってその人思うわけよ。そしたらそのそっくりのスーツケースを自分の知らないうちに入れ替えられる場合があるんですよ。でも、そっくりなだけで 100% 一緒のことってなかなかないじゃないですか。そういう時に一緒に写真を撮ってあると、いや、これはよくここ見てください。このスーツケースと合致しませんよね。これ私のスーツケースじゃないですって言えます。これね、実際 YVR で流行ってる手法らしいです。スーツケース入れ替え、薬物密輸作戦っていうのは YVR で流行ってるらしいので、バンクーバー国際空港を利用される方はね、注意してくださいね。切り込み入れて入れられる分には防ぎようが結構難しくて、空港とか行くとたまにさ、なんかプラスチックのなんかサランラップみたいなのでくるくる巻きにされてるスーツケース見ません？そういうサービスも空港にだいたい1箇所ぐらいはあるんですけど、やってくれる。あれをすると実際入れづらいらしくて、まあでも切り込み入れられたら関係ないんちゃうかなと思うんですけど、そんな感じで、なんとか対策をご自身でしていきましょうっていうのが空港でございます。So yeah, that's about the luggage difference. Next, rules of carry-on luggage. 持ち込み荷物のルールですね。There's two big ones, liquids and mobile battery, which is the portable phone charger thingy. The liquids, it must be 3.4 ounces or 100 milliliters, that's 100 milliliters, milliliter, or smaller size containers and put in 1 quart size resealable bag.This is the rule of when you want to bring in some liquids on the plane. 液体物の持ち込み荷物に関するルールで、液体物のモバイルバッテリー大きく2つあります。液体物としては100ミリ以下の容器に入れ、1リットル以下のジップロックに入れることです。So if you're like, hey, I have this what face wash that I use, there's definitely only less than 3.4 ounces, but the container is bigger than that. No. If the container is bigger than 100 milliliters, 3.4 ounces, then you must put it in the checked luggage. If you want to bring it in the flight, you must put it in the container that's 3.4 ounces or smaller.And it must be fit in the 1 quart size resealable bag. 1. You can't bring multiple bags of this. It must be 1 bag of it. で、1リットル以下のジップロックも1枚で1人につき何枚も持ち込みっていうのができないです、確か。だから、1リットル以下のジップロックにどれだけ器用にテトリスしていくかっていうのが結構面白いポイントになってきます。おいしかAnd next is the mobile battery. This changed quite recently, especially for international flights. It's really strict. Might depend for, I don't know for the domestic and US actually, but this is the international rules now, so it's safer if you follow this. So if you have like a portable charger, mobile battery, store it in the net compartment in front of you, which is like the red circle. So if you sit in the blue, this drizzled line and says your seat, then the red circle part is going to be the net compartment in front of you. And that's where you're going to put your mobile battery. When you get on your flight, don't put it in an overhead bin. That's like the must rule now. Do not put it in your overhead bin. It must be in your bag, under the seat, or in the net compartment. International flights are being more strict, and it's asking you to put it in the net compartment. Domestic, they say put it under the seat, but to be safe, I'll say put it in the net compartment. そう、モバイルバッテリーに関して大変厳しくなりました。今年に入ってからね。一応国内線とかだったらなんか入れて座席の下に入れとけばいいよって、カバンにとかって言ってる場所も未だにあるんですけど、航空会社さんによって。国内だと日本はわかんないけど、他の国だとまだあるんですけど、一応国際的には自分が座っている座席の前のネットコンパートメントって言われるネットの部分あるじゃないですか。あそこの中に入れておきましょうになりました。Nothing over than 10K, yes. そしてね、モバイルバッテリーの容量の制限もあるので、and also there's like the power limits too of the mobile battery you can bring in. And yes, thank you. Very important, Makoshi-san. You aren't allowed to use it during the flight. We were allowed to use it until like last year. This year, I think it was like February or March, it changed. No, maybe April actually. March or April, it changed. You are not allowed to use it. You must have it under the seat or in the neck compartment. For safety, I'll say put it in the neck compartment. Don't forget it though. Put it in some like small bag or whatever, like that probably will protect it, and then put it in the neck compartment. Or if it's gonna be in the bag, put it somewhere that it does not move around in your bag, because you don't want to damage it, right? Put it in something that won't move, let it move around freely in your bag. Do not use it. And there's also a size limit to it, like the power size limit. Check everything before getting on if you want to bring in a portable charger, mobile battery. That's new. It is new. It's from this year. I don't know how strict domestic airlines are in US, but internationally the rules like that. That's for the international flight now, which I assume it's gonna be the same for domestic, because like what's the difference for that, right? The hazard does not change. It's still dangerous to use it anywhere. Confirm Delta has that rule. Thank you. So yeah, any airline, put it in your bag under the seat or in the neck compartment. If you're not like, oh hey, my bag, I don't really like carrying the bag, then put it in the neck compartment. And don't use the portable charger mobile battery. Do not when you're on the flight. So what I would recommend is that, you know, like at the airport in front of your gate, there's usually some seats that has charging section. I know some airlines they have like the charger plugs, but they have plugs under seats too, but some does not. So in that case, I will say go to the gate early. I will always say this though, actually, because I like going to the gate early. And take the seat that has the charger, the waiting seats that has the charger, and charge your phone there. So you don't need to charge on the flight. But yes, rules for the portable chargers, mobile batteries are really strict now, so read through, check your airline, whatever one you're using, and be sure that you do not accidentally put in the overhead bin. Accidentally start charging. No, that is not allowed anymore. ということで、とっても大事です。そしてモバイルバッテリーですね。機内での持ち込みも禁止され、持ち込みじゃない、使用も禁止されています。What the fuck is that? This is my pointer. This is my pointer. I was using it for some parts. Thank you for the super tap. Yeah, this is my pointer if people doesn't know. I even used it on my debut stream, I think. Yeah, it's like an old pointer. What was I saying? Oh yeah. モバイルバッテリーのルールが大変厳しくなってるのでね、ぜひご確認くださいっていうことなんですけど、ご自身でね、使用は禁止です。飛行機に乗ってる間の。で、大きさもパワーの容量も決められているので、そちらもご確認ください。で、ね、絶対に頭上の棚には入れないでください。でもちろんリチウムバッテリーはね、預けるのも禁止なので。And of course, since it's a lithium battery, do not check it in too. That is strictly not allowed. So it's only carry-on only for the portable charger's mobile battery. So no power bank or just not charge power bank. So for the mobile battery, portable chargers, do not use it. And you are allowed to bring it in depending on the size of the power too. So check your airlines. It's actually the same with all the airlines, I think, but there is a maximum power size that you can bring in. You may not use it on the flight, and you must store it under the seat or in front of you, the neck compartment. Do not put it in the overhead bin. Do not put it in the checked luggage, or else there's a chance that it's gonna catch fire. And you're gonna be the one who started it. You don't want to do that. That's the rules for the carry-on luggage. It's quite strict for the mobile battery. And next is gonna be when packing. Some items I recommend you to pack. How about electric toothbrush? If it's battery, take out the battery and then you put it in the checked luggage. If it's a lithium battery, so if it's charging type, it's carry-on. Easy peasy. Anyways, moving on to items that I recommend you to pack. Ziploc bags or similar bags. This is gonna be super useful as we saw in this liquid section. When you want to bring in liquids on flight, you will need some Ziploc bags. So have a Ziploc bag or something similar to it. And the Ziplocs are gonna come in really handy and really useful because for bigger size, you can put your clothes in it and compress it. So it's gonna be thin and smaller if you don't mind about getting it wrinkled up. Which means you can save space in your suitcase. So it's actually really easy to do and really helpful. And it's really nice for organization too. You're gonna have those like small items that you don't want to lose. But if you put in like a random pocket of the suitcase, you are gonna forget it. So if you're gonna put it in Ziploc, you can see where it is and then just put it in the suitcase so it doesn't go everywhere around, and it's really useful. So I will say pack extra Ziplocs with you. It is gonna come in handy. Even if you don't end up using it, just leave it in the suitcase. You're gonna use it in the future anyways. ジップロックまたは類似品っていうので、こうやってジップロックみたいに留められるプラスチックの袋がおすすめです。実際にね、この液体物の持ち込みの際にも使うんですけど、これは1リットル以下っていうルールがあるんですけど、ジップロックの大きさに。より大きいジップロックだと、その中に服を入れて圧縮してってやると、もう圧縮袋だし、そうするとね、体積も少なくなるので、スーツケースの場所も増えます。服の体積が減るので、しわくちゃになるの語学語でって感じなんですけど、ただ、なんか圧縮袋別で買うのもいいとは思うんだけど、ハクスカはジップロックで十分圧縮ができちゃうのね。っていうのと、別で買うよりもでっかいじゃあジップロックがの箱を買ってずっとそこから使い続けた方が、旅行用の荷物っていうの、旅行用の棚みたいなのがあるんだけど、棚っていうかカバンが、そこがね結構荷物の削減になるので、その面も合わせて全部ジップロックで使ってます。てか服は実は衣類圧縮用の袋っていうのを持ってるので別で、その布製のさ、最近あるジップでジーってさチャックで閉めるやつ、あれを使ってるんですけど、ちょっとしたものはジップロックに入れて圧縮して持ってきます。I love Ziplocs to store my toiletries so it doesn't leak into my clothes in the checked bag. Yeah, that too. Any liquidy they want to bring in your checked bag, so useful. You don't want it to leak and wet your clothes. そうだし、その液体物を預け荷物に入れる際もジップロックに入れてあった方が安心ですよね。もし漏れてしまってもジップロックの中だけで収まるので、他に被害がいかないっていうのも合わせてすごくおすすめです。だし、もう本当にいろいろと使えるので、ジップロックはもうちょっとね多めに持っていく方がおすすめです。Oh, I guess they indeed changed the battery storing regulations. It was internationally changed. It was internationally changed. So be sure to check your airline that you're using once again. But if you're like, hey, Iori, I'm pretty sure like it's like that, check it. It did change recently. But yes, by airlines, they might slightly differ, like put it in the net compartment or just a seat under the seat. That might slightly differ. So check your airline, whatever you're using. But general rules is don't use it. Rule number 1. Rule number 2, don't put it in an overhead bin. It's like the 2 things. They didn't make much noise about it, so I never noticed. It was a huge thing in Japan. I feel like maybe because it might be because like what I like to see is like travel related things. So my Twitter was like, hey, it's changing, and it was like freaking out when I was changing. My Twitter feed was like that. I think it's because I like looking at travel related things. So those like travel influencers were also quite like, you know, making like loud noises about it. So I was able to catch that. But yeah, check your airlines for everything. Only trust your airline. So yeah, Ziploc bags is really handy. Just have extra in your suitcase. It's not gonna take space too of having extra. It's super duper thin, right? It's literally like almost nothing. It will be useful. そう、ジップロックは本当に便利なので、もうとにかく類似品でいいのでね、しっかり、ただ液体がそこからも漏れないように袋から、ちょっとしっかり締めのやつの方がおすすめではあります。液体を入れる際は特にね。ただ、もう本当に役に立つのでいっぱい持っておきましょう。白鹿は一回使ったら、そのまま捨てずに、なんだろう。もう一回使ってますね。いっぱいあるのだから、使いかけのジップロックが。結構ね、ボロボロになるまで使ってます。続いてこちら、travel luggage scale. You might be like, huh? Why? Can't you just like weigh it out at the airport? Yes. But, this is where it comes in. But, travel luggage scale comes in handy because you can know the weight before you leave the hotel, which means you have plenty of time to repack. Deflated mouse song, thank you for the butt reminder. Yeah, I have a butt. Thank you. And if you're like, no, anyways, I'm gonna do it at the airport. If you land at the airport, you'll see there's already people forming a line around the scale. Lots of the people are opening up their suitcase around the scale and taking things out and trying to adjust it last minute. And if you try to like also line up and do it, and then you gotta like repack, and then you gotta check it in. Would you have enough time? If you're like me and like likes arriving at the airport like couple of hours early, then might be. But if you're like, I'm only here like 2 hours early, would that be enough time? That's kind of questionable. It depends on how long the security is, and sometimes you will not have enough time. So I will say have one with you and just weigh it out at the hotel. I like packing overnight, like before I go to sleep. And next morning, everything I want to use, I just put it in my carry-on. So for my checked, I finish packing nights before I leave. I have plenty of time to redo. Plenty of time to redo. So I'm gonna weigh out, and I was like, no, too heavy. I'm gonna take out things. Some hotels have scales you can use. No, it's not very common. It's not very common too. And just like being able to weigh out whenever you're worried is really like mentally safe and useful too. Deflated Nelson, thank you for the super sticker. I'm assuming eating the extra weight cost might not be an option sometimes. You mean like paying for the extra? Like if it's like 1 or 2 kilos slightly over. Do you want to pay for it? I do not want to. And usually paying for overweight is not an option for me because I'm broke. Unless it's like international moving. International moving, we always have at least one bag that's gonna go overweight, and we know that, so we pay for that. But other than that, we do not want to if it's just a regular trip or travel, because my family is not rich. We're like, we don't want to pay any more. No more pennies we can pay. We don't have any more pennies we can pay. We're gonna put everything within the weight, and we do that. I just assumed it was last second. That's the reason why I don't do it last second. To prevent doing it last second, get a travel luggage scale. So you can weigh it out at the hotel before you leave. At the hotel. So you know if you're okay or if you're not. I actually do this every night if I'm traveling internationally. If it's international trip, I weigh it every night. After I buy something, this is like what I like to do. I like to pack every night. Put everything back every night. Close my suitcase. Weigh it. So I know when I'm close to the limit. So if I buy too many souvenirs too, or whatever for myself, I also pack it with my other items too. I weigh it every single night. Oh, Deiji-san, thank you for the super chat. Hey, stop that. Stop being broke. Thank you. Thank you guys for supporting me. That's what I like to do, but you don't need to do that, of course. It's just being really... Yeah. Borrow scale usually might be one meant for human, but might be an option if you forget. Yeah, if you forget, you can definitely borrow scale, but I will say travel luggage scale is quite... Okay, the one that I have is quite accurate too. Quite accurate. It's not really off, unless you do like a crazy heavy one. That's one thing I learned. If it's like within 23 kilograms, it's quite accurate, so you don't need to be worried about it. But for any kind of scale you're gonna use, even for the human scale, for these travel luggage scale, have at least 1 kilogram extra space. So if it's 23 the max, make it 22 when you pack it. Because the 1 kilogram is gonna differ on the scale, and the airport scales might just, you know, be really, really precise on whatever number. And then they're gonna show like 22 point something something. And you might be like just like touching the surface of 23. Happens. So have extra 1 kilogram space. Does this mean you can lift at least 23 kilograms? Of course. If you're an international traveler, you will be able to do that. Lifting 23 kilograms is easy peasy. Because we gotta do that every time when we're gonna, like, you know, check out the luggage, right? The weight of it. We're gonna pull it up and we're gonna be like, oh, it's this. And I would recommend you getting something like this. This is like really similar to what I have. Not the same brand though. Shape-wise it's really similar. I don't know how accurate this image one is. I just grabbed it randomly. But yeah, really useful. I have it, my family does not, so they just use mine. I bought it myself though!そう、この荷物測りっていうのとっても便利です。空港にも測りはあるんですけど、空港の測り結構人だかりが常にできているっていうのがあって、で、いざ荷物預けるときに重量オーバーなんて聞きたくないじゃないですか。その場所でさ、カウンターでパニクってさ、荷物減らして移動したりとかしたくないじゃん。なので、前もってすることをおすすめします。で、前もってするのも、ホテルでできると理想的じゃない？ホテルで荷物の大きさが分かると、重さが分かると。ってなった時に、このね、荷物測りが便利で、ホテルでも確かに体重計とかって借りられるんですけど、気軽にさ、別に自分がやりたい時にスッて測れた方が、なんか気持ちが楽じゃないですか。なので、博士課はこれを持ってます。で、博士課のこれちょっと、癖なんですけど、博士課は毎日パッキングします。毎晩パッキングします。なぜかわかんないんだけど、これも癖になっちゃって、パッキング最終日パニクらないように毎晩パッキングするの。毎晩パッキングしてあれば、最終日パニックにならないよねっていう。だって毎晩パッキングして、 翌朝開けてってやってれば荷物把握しやすいんですよ。どうなってるかっていうのが、お土産入れてもこんだけ場所空いてるなとかっていうの把握しやすくて、なので博物館は毎晩それで測ります。そうするとあとどれぐらいまで重さいけるなっていうのが分かるようになります。まあこれは国際線の時ですね。国内線だとそんなことしないです。大体大丈夫なので。そんな荷物持ってかないし、国内線は。国際線の時はそうやって毎日測りますね。好きですね、その作業が結構。Just my first class, then you get 2 checked bags by default. Easy. Thank you, Eggman Sizzle-san. Yeah, first class will be the best because there's no weight limit and anything. But by the way, if you're flying from Japan to US and if you're using JAL or ANA, even economy you can get 2 suitcases for free. I don't know, ANA recently changed their regulations, so it might be not. JAL is still like that. Ooh. Yeah, if you have the money, flying business first class might be a thing. Not for me! Not for me. I love it. Economy, because that's all I can afford. Anyways. Yes, this type of scale is really useful. 本当にこの荷物測りはとっても便利ですのでおすすめです。博士課が持ってるやつとかなり似てるんだけど違う。博士課は東急ハンズで買いました、昔。で、結構正確です。ただ、1キロぐらいは余裕を残しておいた方がいいです。なんでかって言うと、やっぱりさ、測りごとに多少違いってあるじゃん。でその多少の違いを考慮して一応1キロ開けとくと安心だと思います。2キロとか大きく変わることはないけど1キロぐらい一応余裕があれば気持ち的にも安心かなと思うので、国際線は23キロなんですけど、日系のねだいたい航空会社の荷物の重量制限っていうのが LCC 以外は LCC のめちゃめちゃでかいんですよ。なぜか、23キロなんですけど、その23キロでも22キロに止めておきます。はい、ということで Next one, extra pair of underwear. 予備の下着ですね。 Extra pair of underwear is gonna come in handy, trust me. What I mean by this is that, okay, this might be a Iori problem, but if like the trip is longer and longer, then you don't need to worry because you're gonna wash it. But if it's like not long but not short, then don't you get worried how many did you pack, if you packed enough or not? Where's this purple? No, I just like chose a random picture from Canva. Right? So if you always have a extra pair of underwear in your travel bag, then you don't need to count. Even if you're like one short, you still have another one. And for accidents? No, usually mainly for like when you didn't count right when packing. This happens, guys. You thought you counted correctly, and when you arrive open the suitcase, you realize that you did not. I always pack 2 extra sets of underwear and socks. See, you're someone like me. And if you're a woman, especially, I'll say pack a pair of extra pair of underwear and extra pair of your sanitary shorts, because you don't know when your period's gonna start. It just starts sometimes suddenly, so have extra. Or you know, delays and stuff, might have to spend an extra day in the hotel airport. Yeah, that too. So if you're a woman, I'll say pack 1 regular underwear and 1 sanitary underwear. And actually, for the extra pair of underwear, I like packing it on my carry-on, because there's something called luggage lost. Are the regular ones unsanitary? No, sanitary shorts means for period use. When you're on a period, you need to use another pants, another underwear. If you don't know about this, just shush when I talk about it, okay? If you don't know about it, just keep your mouth sealed and shut it up. I was speaking to women. I just thought it's a funny thing to say. Making joke of female, the feminine period jokes is not funny unless you're a female. And you gotta do it within like the female group. If you're doing as like non, then it's not funny. It's more... It sounds very... How do I say it? Yeah, it kind of feels like you're making fun of women in general, so I will recommend you not to do it anymore. Can I get your used extra pair of pants next time, or do you want to hang on to it for bartering? I'll hang on to it, so yeah. I don't want you to touch my extra pair of pants, so I'll just hang on to it. Thank you. I didn't mean it like that. I meant as if you can't make it to the bathroom. Yeah, some people too, that will be useful to have extra pair of short underwears. But yeah, I will say put it in your carry-on, because there's something called lost luggage. What happens when you arrive at the airport? You're waiting for a checked big suitcase to come out. It does not come out. And you're like, you ask the airport staff, and then they check and they tell you, oh, sorry, seems like it went to somewhere else. They're like, oh, sorry, it seems like there was some kind of mistake and it's at another airport. Then you're like, oh. But I had all my pair of underwears and everything in there. But if you have an extra pair in your suitcase, you don't need to worry about that. You're gonna be like, oh, okay, I'll just survive with everything that's in my suitcase, my carry-on suitcase, or my backpack for a day. And you can do that easily. Yeah, disposable underwears are also a thing. I'm not a fan of it. I've never worn it before. I've seen it and touched it, because there was a sample of it at a store that you can like... Of course, it was just brand new out of the bag, but you were able to touch like how strong it is. It did not seem, and I don't trust that, to be honest. I don't trust disposable underwears. It feels bad. So I like to bring actually my first clothing in the carry-on. I always find that I pack too many clothes. I just get anxious of not having extra, and it takes up space and the weight of possible merch. I'm also kind of like that. I used to be really like that. I usually pack extra pair of underwear and socks too, but for other clothings, if it's like if we're gonna wear jeans, just you can definitely wear it for like multiple days for that. So if it's like, I don't know how long you guys are staying at the FaceCon, but if it's like 4 nights, 1 pair of jeans. But you don't want to wear jeans on a flight. Personally, I don't want to, because it doesn't feel comfortable. So I have like a really loose type of sweat, what do you call those? I don't know the English name of those sweatpants thingies, a really loose one for flight only. So one jeans, that's done. And for tops too, my flight fashion is always the same. I have a flight fashion. Clothing that I wear only for flight. Really comfortable ones. So I don't need to care about the first and the last day clothing, right? Because I am going to be wearing that. Then only the middle days I need to be concerned of. So the middle days, so if it's like 4 nights stay, arrival, you're going to be wearing that. The last day, you're going to be wearing that. So it's only 2 nights. So 1 t-shirts per day, and that's it. So, if it's like 4 nights, so 3 nights, 4 days, 3 nights, 4 days, I will only have 1 jeans, 1 sweatpants, 1 comfortable, like, thin trainer or something that you're gonna wear on the plane, and 2 t-shirts. Because on flight, I'm not a fan of wearing jeans on flight. I heard it's a good idea to dress sort of nice, so they prioritize you for free class updates when they run out of room. If you want to, I don't mind anything as long as I'm comfortable on the flight. Yeah. そう、予備の下着はおすすめです。ロスバゲとかあるし、荷物、ごめんなさい。預け荷物違うとこ行っちゃいましたとか世の中にあるので、普通に空港着いたら違う空港行っちゃったんですよねって言われることだし、やっぱ何かでね、緊急で汚れちゃった時とか、それこそ水すごいこぼしてさ、ジーパン染みて下着まで濡れちゃった時とかも嫌じゃん、気持ちが。それでも使えるし、なんかとにかくね、予備の下着はあった方が心理的に安全だし、なんやかんや役に立つのでおすすめです。そうで、女性の視聴者の方がいらっしゃれば、女性の方は普通の下着1着と、あと、生理用のね、下着も1着絶対入れておくことがおすすめです。生理周期とかぶってないしと思っても、いつどんな時に始まるかわからないものが生理なので、入れておくのがおすすめです。そうすると気持ちがね、ちょっと楽なんだよね。慌てて買いに行かなくていいっていう。とりあえず今は過ごせるってわかるだけで、ちょっと落ち着いて行動できるので。Next. Cash just a little is fine, especially if you're flying internationally. 特に海外へ行く際はあると安心なのが現金です。International travelers. Sometimes your credit card does not get taken. Sometimes they do not take your credit card for some what reason, I do not know. They're like you're like, oh, on credit please, and you beep, and they're like beep. Huh? Try inserting, and they're like no. But when you're really thirsty and you want a bottle of water, or when you want some drink, or when you want some small snack because you're starving, if you have cash, you can buy it. So have cash. Like, small amount is enough. Just a few dollars so you can feed yourself and get yourself a bottle of water in case of emergency. Plus, if you're flying into FaceCon US, tip is a culture there in North America. You need to leave tips. Personally speaking, I do not like leaving tips on credit cards. Because there are restaurants that they tax you with the price of tip included. So there's like the original price of whatever food you ate. It's supposed to be tax on that. But some sneaky restaurants does whatever price of the total price of the food you ate, tip, tax on top of all of that. You don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. I don't like paying tax for my tip. So what I do, I used to do this in Canada too, is that I'll just like ask, may I leave the tip in cash? And they'll be happy. Because cash tips, it's illegal, but many restaurants and many people actually does not. They just take it in their pocket and they pretend that did not happen. Tax evasion is what they do. So when you say like, may I pay in cash? They'll be happy actually. They'll be like, yes. So no one's sad. And it's their fault if they're evading taxes. They should have just claimed whatever they got, right? And plus some of the services, I don't know, but credit card, I don't know. Like credit, like this is something that I always get confused. A lot of the restaurants are happy when you pay in cash because they don't need to pay for the credit card company, right? There's some like percentage that the credit card company takes away. But at the same time, many restaurants are getting like away from cash. But yeah, cashes are actually quite convenient and handy, especially if you're traveling internationally. And for hotel room service too, like or after like the housekeeping, you can just tip in cash, leave it cash. Nowadays, I do know that some hotels has like a QR code they're gonna scan. You can pay from there. Cash flow wise, the business owner will love you because they will get it instantly out next month. That too. Credit card service fees can also be a percentage. That's so dumb! So yeah, I personally like paying tips in cash. I'm that type of girly. So I will say that have some cash on you. Just a little is fine. You don't need to bring like few hundred, couple $100s. You don't really need that because most of the items you're gonna buy is gonna be on card. It's just that for tip purpose, if you're going to stay, to have cash. And also, of course, again, when your credit card gets denied for some whatever reasons, it has happened to me. It was actually in Canada though. Like my credit, my debit, everything was denied. I went to the bank and they fixed it. It was like, yeah, nothing seems wrong on your bank account, but seems maybe like the IC chip and the chip in it wasn't working, and they got me a new one and it was fixed. But yeah, that does happen sometimes suddenly. So have some cash on you, so you can at least feed your mouth and tip. Do not exceed 10K. I don't think anyone would do that here, so I think we're safe. But yeah, if you're like really rich and if you're like planning to bring over 10K to the airport, do not. If you need to do that, you need to there's some like documents you gotta fill out and let them know that you're doing that beforehand, and that takes hella long. So do not do that. I will say I won't recommend doing that. But if there's anyone who's planning to bring over 10K, where's my super chat then, bro? Where's my super chat? If anyone can easily bring more than 10K and they're planning to declare it, where's my super chat? If there's an oil baron here, hello! Hello! そう、海外に行く際はあると特に安心なのが現金ですね。なんでかっていうと、クレジットカード国際的に大体使えるんですけど、海外でも。でもね、たまにね、ただ単に IC チップのエラーとかであったり、なんかね、なんかわかんないけど、この国のカードなんか受け付けないんだよねっていうのが稀にあります。なので、そういう時とかでも、現金があったら、普通に、飲み物1本でもね、食べ物1口でも買えるので、おすすめです。っていうのと、アメリカに行かれる方は特にチップがある。チップ文化がある国ですので、現金があると安心です。なんでかっていうと、お部屋をね、ハウスキーピングできれいにしてくださいじゃないですか、部屋の清掃。その後もチップ残さないといけないんですよ、ルールとして。でそれを残すのにも現金があると便利だし、ホテルによっては最近 QR コードをスキャンってあるんですけど、現金でいいと思います。で、あとレストランとかによって、アメリカだと稀にあるのが、本来食べたものの小計の上に税が課されて合計金額じゃないですか。で、それと別で食べたものの小計の何%のチップを置くっていうのがルールなんだけど、なんかね、レストランによって食べたものチップ それに全てに税金をかけて、はい、この金額って請求してくるお店があります、実際に。そういう時とかでも、現金で置くわって言ったら、こっち側に税金課されないんだよね。そしたら、日本だとさ、10%、8%とかあるじゃん。ああいうのが飛ばせます。現金でチップを送ってないと。それが本来正しいんだけどね。なんかわかんないんだけどね。入れられる場合がある。チップに税金をかけてこようとするレストランが稀にあるので、それを防ぐためにも現金で置く方がおすすめです。ちなみに現金で置くと喜ばれることが多いです。なんでかっていうと、向こうはポケットにそのまま入れられるからね。喜ばれることが多いです。Is pickpocket a thing? Even some Europe countries still have still a thing to beware. Especially in Europe! It's not even in some Europe countries! Especially in Europe! Europe is known to be like the pickpocket place! We got a bad reputation because of France. France and Spain! Cali has a high crime rate. California has their own crimes. It's not pickpocket. Why would you pickpocket when you can literally go in the store and take things? What was it? If it's like underneath $1,000 or something? Why would you pickpocket? In California, you're literally allowed to go in the store and take things and just walk away. If it's not too expensive, the item, the police and the security won't give a fuck about it. That's like how California is. Why would you pickpocket? Why would you pickpocket for like $100? You can do more. You can do more and just walk out from the store and nobody will chase you. Do not do it, by the way, because of course it's illegal to do. It's just California. California's allowing that now somehow, but don't do it. It's not allowed. You're just off the hook, and you got it. Yeah, don't do it. I'm not promoting crimes. Do not do it. It just does not make sense. They got rid of that $500 minimum thing. They got rid of it! Yay! That means everything is back to illegal now. Which is how it's supposed to be. California just went crazy and said it was okay for a period of time, but it's not! It is not. I don't know. California's funny. That's the reason why I actually like it. I can't hate it. It's funny. It's unique, right? They come up with their own things. You can always get entertained by California. Imagine US without California. Wouldn't it be a lot more quiet? And a lot more less crazy and less funny. You guys will miss that. So I believe California should be there because it is funny having them. And there won't be any $20 smoothie. Ever want smoothies? Yeah, like seriously, in the mainland, I like Cali the most. I haven't been to many states though. But in the mainland, I like Cali. It's vibe-wise kind of close to where I grew up too, so that's the reason why I like it. You know, like personality-wise, it's quite close too. Funny vibes? Well, it's a lot more crazier, I need to say, but people are happy all the time for different reasons, though. Where I grew up was people were happy just because we were surrounded by the ocean. We swim every day. We see the beautiful sunset, so we were happy. You guys are happy on magic mushrooms, so I do not know, but still, I like it. I like it. Ocean mushroom, same thing. I love it when California allowed legalized weed. Then somehow people started to do more magic mushrooms. They were smoking weed until it was legalized. And then people like switched to magic mushroom, which is still illegal to do. I don't get it, man. I don't get it, man. Anyways, next. Medical face mask. This is especially for doing a long flight and if you're using a busy airport. Magic is legal in California? No, it's still illegal. It's illegal. Weed is legalized if you're American. Yeah, they're doing it for the thrill, definitely. Anyways, yeah, medical face mask is useful because flight is super dry. Inside the airplane and it's super duper dry. It's really, the air is super dry inside. So if you don't want to dry your throat out, I will say have a medical face mask to wear on flight. That's what I like to do always. So your throat doesn't dry out.そう、マスク大変便利です。飛行機の中は想像以上に乾燥しているので、マスクをつけてね、乾燥対策をするのがおすすめです。Supposedly magic mushrooms can help stop addictions to other things. You can get addicted to the mushrooms though. Well, at least you're not gonna be addicted to whatever else. Slightly better. And also, if you're using a busy airport, you don't know what kind of like sick people there are in the airport. So I like wearing masks when I go into crowded places. So I wear medical face mask. This is kind of like a Japanese thing too. Always when I go to crowded places. So when I go to when I need to go around Tokyo Station, I actually wear medical face mask. Same goes to airports, because usually airports are where the virus spreads from. So it's safer to have it on and wear it. So I'll say, just have one. Especially if you know the airport you're landing or using or whatever, stopping by is like those hub airports that there's a lot of airplanes laying over. Then yeah, especially it's nice too. Vaseline lip balm around nostrils plus face mask. I just put it on my lip, but yeah, if you're really concerned about the dryness, then yeah, having a lip balm is also very, very nice. But if you're in the Ziploc bag, yeah, exactly. そう、マスクは本当に便利です。空港自体がそもそもすごく混んでて、どうしても感染症の広まりやすい地って空港からなんですよ。だから空港に行くときからそもそもマスクつけてるのがおすすめです。で、飛行機乗る際は何個か持ってきますね。気分すっきりしたいから飛行機乗る際新たに変えたりして、ちょっとね、切り替えながらやってます。でもとにかくね、空港だけではなく、飛行機の中がとにかく乾燥するので、マスクあるとおすすめです。But yeah, anyways, on the flight, it's gonna dry out. The air is super dry, so having a medical face mask will help you stay moisturized a little bit, like at least your throat. So it's good. Next item is travel size mouthwash, especially if your flight is long or if it's gonna happen overnight. 特に長距離の方や深夜便の方におすすめなのがトラベルサイズのマウスウォッシュでございます。Because you feel like you want to brush your teeth. I used to brush my teeth on the flight. Though, bringing your sometimes the flight is super busy. There's so many people and you can't really like keep one washroom occupied. Or sometimes the person in front of you, where you were lining up, had a stomach ache. You go in, it stinks so bad. Do you want to like stay there and keep brushing your teeth? Question mark? I don't even brush my teeth daily just to exhaust it. Brush your teeth daily though. That's like one thing that humans supposed to do. What? Gross. Anyways, on flight, sometimes I just skip the brushing part and do mouthwash because it feels refreshed and you don't need to like be in this teeny tiny toilet for a long time. And yeah, it's just easier. So having a travel size mouthwash is quite useful. Really, really refreshes too. And this one on the right is actually from Muji. I don't think Muji exists in States anymore. Does it? I don't know. Anyways, Muji has these toothpaste tablet. It's a tablet, and if you chew it and break it, it's gonna start to turn into bubbles in your mouth. And you can, if you have a toothbrush, you can brush it with that. If you don't have it, you can just like gargle with that, and then it's gonna be like a mouthwash kind of thing. Really good because the tablet is not liquid. You don't want to bring in any more liquids actually. Mouthwashes are usually liquid. If you can find something that's non-liquid mouthwash, it's super convenient because you don't need to be concerned about like the 100 milliliter thingy. And your Ziploc doesn't need to be like packed, right? そう、マウスウォッシュがおすすめです。歯磨きをね、してたんですけど、昔まで博士課もね、長距離フライトの時とかも。ただやっぱり混んでたりすると、その間ずっとさ、お手洗いを使ってるのが申し訳なくなってくるんで、お腹痛い人も並んでるのにって気持ちになってくるから、歯磨きだと結構時間かかっちゃうなと思って、あとたまたま自分の前の人がお腹痛かったりするとさ、その後に長時間そこで歯磨きしたくないじゃん。換気早いと言ってもちょっと匂い残ってたりすると嫌な気持ちになるじゃないですか。その時にマウスウォッシュだとクチュクチュペッてしてスッキリできるので、とりあえずもうマウスウォッシュで飛行機の中は済ましちゃうことが博士課は多いです。で、空港着いてから歯磨きします。And what I do is that I just do mouthwash on the flight if it's a long distance flight. And when I arrive, I go to the washroom and brush my teeth there.そう、空港着いてから歯磨きすることがにしてたりしますね、時によっては。で、ただ液体物を飛行機の中に持ち込むってなると結構ね、ジップロック気づいたらパンパンになるんだよ。なんか消毒液持ってきたいとか、これ持ってきたい、あれ持ってきたいとかってすると。で、あんまり液体物を増やしたくないので、博士課は機内持ち込みの液体物を。その時にはこれが最近お気に入りで持ってってますね。歯磨きタブレットっていうのがありまして、無印から出てるんですけど、無印良品からタブレットなんですよ。で、一応歯磨き粉としても機能するっていうので、お口の中に入れて噛み砕くと泡みたいになって、それに歯ブラシを突っ込んで磨くと歯磨き粉として作用するっていうのがあるんですけど、ただ噛み砕いた泡の状態でクチュクチュペッてするとマウスウォッシュとしても使えるっていう商品です。かなりね、おすすめです。場所も取らない、液体物でもない、非常にいいです。ただ一粒、一回一粒って書いてあるんだけど、正直一回二粒の方がいいと思います。博士課二粒噛んでますね。なのでこれは長距離や深夜便の方におすすめなのが、トラベルサイズのマウスウォッシュを持っていくことです。So I recommend bringing a travel size mouthwash for easy refreshing. すごいね、簡単にリフレッシュすることができるのでおすすめです。Yeah, because your mouth gets stinky, right? When it's like a 10-hour flight and you, like, they keep feeding you too if it's a full cost career. And when before you go to sleep, you don't want to sleep with that mouth. So what I do is that, yeah, use a mouthwash. For refreshing, it's really good. 続いて、if you're flying internationally, have a worldwide conversion plug. これは海外旅行の際に変換器、変圧器がおすすめです。Actually, I do not have it because Japan and Canada is the same. It's only like a 10 watt difference, so it's not really big. And most of the electronics I have is convertible for that, so I don't need to be concerned of it. So I do not have this. But if you're flying into US from Europe, you definitely need this. You definitely do need this. これは行く国によってとかでも変わってくるんですけど、必需品か。カナダに行く際はいらないです。ちなみにカナダとは110ワットなのかな、カナダが。あんまり大きく差がなくって、全てとは言わないんですけど、大体の電化製品は10ワット程度だったら互換性があるように作られてて、例えば福祉課の持ってるヘアアイロンとかも、20ワット差だったら OK って書いてあるので、で同じ口なんですよ、カナダはね。なので使ってなかったですが、それ以外の方は使ってくださいねっていう。This is just like a small reminder if you're an international traveler. Check and be sure to have the plug. Next, compression socks. This might be a little girl thingy, but for long flights, compression socks is very good. Not only for long flights too. It's like for when you're on a travel trip, you're gonna be walking around a lot too. At the end of the day, having these will really, really help out. Because you're gonna feel your feet swelled, right? You don't want the swelling feeling. Compression socks will help you. So for a long distance flight, I wear compression socks in the middle of the flight. Like, that's the reason why I like wearing sweatpants, because it's loose. So I can just like, start wearing it from underneath it, and it's gonna be perfect. Economy syndrome is no joke. Yeah, especially if we're flying economy. You can't change your position, your posture, right? You're gonna be sitting for whatever hours. So compression socks is one thing that I always bring with me for a long flight. If it's like a domestic 2-hour flight, I do not. Because I sit for 2 hours. It's fine. But if it's like from Canada to Japan, US to Japan, I will definitely wear compression socks.そう、着圧ソックス大変おすすめです。特に長距離の方におすすめで、こういう着圧のやつね、結構女性用が多くてと思うかもしれないんですけど、男性でもおすすめです。なんでかっていうと、エコノミー症候群でエコノミークラス症候群っていうのがありますよね。同じ姿勢で長距離長時間座り続けていると血流が悪くなってっていう、あれをちょっと対策できるっていうのと、単純にむくみも解消されるので、足がなんかパンパンな感覚がなくなって軽く感じます。なのでその後も行動しやすかったりするし、全然滞在先とかでもたくさん歩いた後むくむじゃないですか、足。それも解消してくれるので、大変ね、翌朝すっきりして起きることができるっていう面も含めて、着圧ソックスおすすめです。めちゃめちゃすっきりする。博士課は長距離フライトだと飛行機の乗ってる途中、寝る前に着用します。で、起きた時に脱ぐみたいな感じにしてますね。Bloating on long flights is real. It is. It's so real. It's so real. Like, I'm not cute, but I look even less cute when I just get off from flight. Because I'm bloated. My face, my legs, my arms, it's like everything's bloated. I'm like, ugh. I'm not cute, but I look even less cute off flights. But that's how it is. The air pressure difference. Someone draw it. Bloated Iori? Getting off from flight, like before or after. Next, TSA approved lock is also one thing that I always have when I fly internationally. 国際線乗る際はですね、この TSA 認証済みの南京錠を持ってます。Why? To put on my backpack, because backpack usually does not have a lock, of course, and I do not trust anyone. And I do not trust anyone. So I like to lock my backpack too. Or sometimes my suitcase, there's one suitcase carry-on that I use. The front pocket doesn't have a lock. So I put that, use this TSA approved lock on my suitcase too sometimes. So when it's TSA approved, what happens is that when you go through security, you're also gonna put your bag down, right? And it's gonna go through the machine. If they see something suspicious, they can just open on their own. So they don't need to ask you to open it. So it's easy for you and it feels safer. So yeah, I always like having a TSA approved lock on my bags because I don't trust anyone at the airport. It's scary. Namakimoko-san, thank you for the super chat. What do you mean you're not cute? You're is cute. Thank you. So ですね、こうやってリュックであったり博士課は機内持ち込みのスーツケースが前ポケットついてるタイプで、前ポケットのところにないので鍵が。なので前の鍵のところにつけてます、普段は。I couldn't find an image with the suitcase with like the front pocket with no lock somehow. But yeah, the one that I use, usually the carry-on suitcase does not have it. Carry-on, since you're gonna have it always, it is okay to have without lock. I just want to be super secure, extra secure, so I like having it. Is that because it's a backpack specifically? That you can't see your own bag or any bag? Kind of because it's a backpack, but even if it's any bag, I do like having a lock, especially if you know you're gonna go to a touristy place. If you know you're gonna go somewhere that's really packed, lots of people, crowded, and you don't trust strangers, then it's actually smart to have a lock so you can lock your purse too. I do that when I need to go to super crowded places in states. But I will say, if it's a backpack, especially because you don't know who's opening it behind you, you can't see it. And especially if you're flying alone. I do fly alone too sometimes, so that's the reason why I have it. If I'm with my family, someone's usually watching each other's things, so you don't need to be super worried about it. If you're flying alone, you can't see your own bag. And you're gonna have your suitcase and other things too. So, you know, you're kind of distracted from your backpack too. So it feels safer to have it locked. So yeah, this is what I like doing. TSA approved lock. So これがあると心理的に安全性も確保されるのでおすすめです。This is for international travelers, especially copy necessary documents. 海外旅行の際におすすめなのが必要書類を印刷して持っていくことです。You might be like, but I can just download on my phone. Sometimes the officer says, no, don't check your phone. But if you can have like the documents, you can provide it, they don't mind sometimes. So have your hotel confirmation or whatever accommodation confirmation downloaded, flight confirmation, and if you're going to US especially, have your ESTA. ESTA is something that you need if you're non-American and if you're flying into states. Document need to have an English copy too, though. Your ESTA is gonna be English anyways. Even if it's Google translated version for like all of it, I think it's fine. And for like hotel confirmation, flight confirmation, if it's even in your local language, I think it's fine. They just need to see some kind of paper. If they really need it, they can just call a translator. Big airports usually has a staff that can speak your language, unless you come from like a super minor language. Like most of the airports, major airports in states has at least one Japanese speaker that's fluent and then also can read. So worst case, you're just gonna call them or they're gonna use Google Translation and check. So you don't really need to be concerned about the language, but ESTA, it's gonna be in English anyways, so don't worry about it. I thought everyone needed a visa to enter the US. No. ESTA is like a traveler's visa. If you're Japanese, you do not need any separate visa. ESTA is the only one that you need. I-94, you're automatically gonna get it when you go through the security. They're gonna automatically give you. You've already kind of like paid up front in your flight ticket. I know that if you're flying in from Shan, like if you're from Shanghai, you do need a visa. That's one thing I know. Like not Shanghai, like you know. Like, depends on where you live. If you're from China, you do need it. I think it was like that. But Japanese, you do not need it. Koreans, I don't think you need a visa to go to States. Of course, ESTA is one thing that everyone needs. Even Canadians, you need ESTA. What else? I think, yeah. Most of the countries do not require a visa to go to States. Mid-East, I'm pretty sure a lot of countries you need visa to go US. Yeah, but major countries, mostly it doesn't really need it. Like, German has super strong passport too. So you don't need visa to go to most of the countries. Singapore too. I believe German and Singapore is stronger than Japan now, currently. So those two, if you're from Singapore or German, you don't really need to be worried about visa for most of the countries you're going to. But yeah, have it copied out is what I would recommend. 海外旅行の際にはホテル宿泊証明書、航空券の予約証明が、印刷されてるとより良いと思います。なんでかっていうと、たまに、オフィサーの人が、いやいや、携帯見ちゃダメだよって言ってくるので、なんか確認するとかって時とかもね、ごまかすと思われるからね。でもそういう時に印刷してあって、はいって全部出せると、それ確認して、はいって通してくれるので、おすすめです。で、アメリカに行く際はね、エスタっていうのを絶対取ってください。エスタを忘れてしまうと入国できません。エスタっていうのは、まあ観光ビザみたいな感じなんだけど、簡単に言うと、まあ誰でも必要です、これは。カナダの人も必要だし。エスタは、アメリカ人以外は誰でも必要です。なので、絶対に取ってください。I-94 って別のがあるんですけど、これは陸路で入国する際に必要で、陸路以外の際は自動的に付与されているので、まあ航空券代に含まれてると考えていいです。なんか、セキュリティ通るときに自動的にくれるので、あんまり心配しなくてよくて、エスタのみ念頭に置いといてくださいねっていう。If I'm in a weak visa country, I need to get a visa, right? Yes, you might need to get a separate visa from ESTA. You can easily Google search that, but if you need a visa, you have to plan everything beforehand because you gotta go to the embassy or something and fill out documents. Wait until you get it. Wait until your visa's approved and whatever. It's gonna take probably a couple of weeks, so you gotta really start planning ahead. Next, neck pillow, especially if your flight is long or overnight. Have a neck pillow. 特に長距離や CMB の方におすすめなのがネックピローです。You do not want to sleep without a neck pillow. It's gonna hurt your neck. Even with it, to be honest. Even using a neck pillow, it's still gonna hurt, but it's slightly better. So use a neck pillow. It's really, really helpful. I have the inflated type one, so I can make it smaller after use. I can release the air and make it really compact size. When I want to do it, I just need to push it and let the air come in a lot. And then yeah. So I personally like having something that you can like make it compact and so on, so it doesn't take up space in your luggage. But any neck pillow is fine. Just have something that supports your neck while you're sleeping.そう、ネックピロー大変おすすめです。なしで寝ると本当に首痛めちゃうから、長距離だとなおさら。ネックピローがあると安心してね、ちょっと寝ることができます。それでもまあ痛いんだけどね、でもマシです。幾分かマシですので。首を守るために。To protect your neck, it's important to have neck pillow. Next! Items I personally like to use on flight is toner, sunscreen, and eye mask. Let me explain. Toner...Again, it's super dried. It's super dry. In the flight, like on the airplane. It's super duper dry. Way more dry than you expect. So, I like to have something to moisturize my skin. And that's the reason why I like to bring some toner with me. Of course, not this size. This is a big one. I put in like the less than 100 milliliter container thingy. So, I can have a skin that's at least a little bit moisturized, and I feel refreshed too. そう、化粧水を持っていきます。もうめちゃくちゃ乾燥してるので、飛行機の中っていうのは。乾燥で肌がポロポロにならないように、化粧水をつけます。サンスクリーン、日焼け止めも大事です。Because the UV is actually super strong on the plane if you're taking like a daytime flight. UV rays pass through the plane, that's why, exactly. And you're closer to the sun, which means the UV is stronger. So I like putting some toner on and then applying some sunscreen on when I'm on the flight. Toner, I don't even know her. Thank you, running joke. Well, let's learn about toner then. This might be a nice opportunity for you to get to know toner and get to know a Iori that uses toner. We get a free tan, basically, yeah. If you want a tan, then it's good. If you don't want a tan, have sunscreen. So I personally like to have sunscreen on too. Bring it on with me too. そうなんですよ。日焼け止めは単純に距離が近いので、で UV はね、全然窓通過してるんで、あれ。ガンガン。もうね、日中のフライトめちゃめちゃ実は感じないんだけど、熱を感じないから、めっちゃ UV、紫外線は当たりまくってるんですよ、肌に。そうなると、もう本当に、肌にとっては良くないので、アクシカは日焼け止めを持っていくことをしますね。で、フライト中に塗ります。降りる際とかももう一回塗り直したりしますね。フライト中、そしてフライト降りる際とか何回か塗り直したり、手とかね塗ったりもしますし、顔も塗ったりします。なのであんまりベタつかない日焼け止めの方がおすすめかなと思います。It's mostly the less atmosphere, not the actual distance that happens to be lower. Oh, okay. そっか、オゾン層が薄いからなのかな、海に行けば行くほどわかんないけど。よく理由わかんないけど UV はめちゃめちゃ強いので、日焼け止めを塗ることをおすすめします。And eye mask! If you're the type like me who wants to sleep through the flight, have an eye mask because airplanes do turn off the light during the nighttime. If it's nighttime, they do turn off lights. Although, there are people watching movies and so on. It's quite bright than you think. It's quite bright than you imagine. So I like to have an eye mask. So I can like shut out from the world and just sleep peacefully. And if you are sensitive to noise, I'll say bring an earplug. I do bring an earplug, by the way, so it just didn't fit in here, so I didn't write it. But I also have an earplug. So I have a medical mask, eye mask, and earplug on. Perfect! And I just kind of like sleep through the flight.そう、アイマスクはですね、夜便に乗ると実際に飛行機は消灯してくれるんですけども、それでもやっぱり映画を見てたり、乗客の皆様おのおのね、好きなように過ごされているので、その光が意外と眩しくて寝づらかったりするので、そういう時に、アイマスクおすすめです。そうするとちょっと光が遮断されて寝やすくなります。おすすめです。The Flight Mouse thank you for the super sticker. Next, prepare pre-flight. 出発前に用意するものとしては eSIM ですね。For international travelers. 海外に行くときは eSIM おすすめです。デュアル SIM ができる人ですね。This is for people who can have a dual SIM.So check your phone if it allows dual SIM or not. これデュアル SIM 許可してるかどうかによって変わってくるんですけど、携帯がデュアル SIM できるかどうか。eSIM おすすめです。やっぱね、物理 SIM が前まで主流だったんだけど、取りに行ったりなんだったりがめんどくさくて、 それをしなくていいので、eSIM は事前にね、購入して、現地着いてからダウンロード開始して使えるので、とっても楽ちんです。It's really easy peasy to do. You can purchase flights beforehand, and then after you land, you can just download it. So yeah, it's easy. よりのおすすめのアイマスク商品を教えてもらえますか？ガチで100均で買ってる。なんかね、すごくね、目周りの肌が繊細な人はちょっと立体的なのを選んだ方がいいと思うんですけど、そうじゃない人は別に適当なのでいいです。博士課が現に今使ってるの100均のです。一時期立体的なちょっと膨らんでる目の周りのやつを使ってました。目の周りだけあって目の中心にかけて膨らんでて、まつげとかが当たらないよっていうのを使ってました。ただそれは洗濯するうちに結構ね、剥がれてきて、その布地と中のクッション部分がってなったので、短期しか使わないんだったらそれもおすすめ。長期使いたいんだったら一体がなんかもう布だけのやつの方がおすすめで、もう100均で使ってます。なんなら寝るときも普段アイマスクつけるんだよ。もう真っ暗なのがいいから。でも飛行機はホットアイマスクもおすすめ。やっぱ寝づらいからホットアイマスクで目を和らげてから筋肉をちょっとリラックスしてから寝るのもいいから、ホットアイマスクもおすすめなんだけど、ホットアイマスクは気圧差に弱くて袋がパンパンになるので、おすすめはされないらしい。持ってくけどね、博士課はおすすめはされない。そう、長期でホットアイマスクもいいですよ、かなり。で、ホテル着いてからとかも寝るときにやっぱちょっとなんだろう、日本ならではのではないけど、日本の時によく使ってる香りを嗅ぎながら寝れるっていうのもよくって、ちょっと香り付きなのもおすすめです。その際はちょっとリラックスして、なんか海外のホテル独特な香りあるじゃん。それがねちょっと変わるので、この自分の顔周りだけ落ち着いて寝れたりもするので、海外旅行の際はホットアイマスク絶対持ってってますね。going back、eSIM おすすめです。事前に用意できるのでね。And ESTA passport, once again for traveling internationally, don't forget to have ESTA and passport. Actually, passport is more important, but I wrote ESTA first because some people do forget ESTA somehow. I don't know. でもちろんパスポートとアメリカ行く際はESTAも忘れずに用意してくださいね。Why you need to be careful at airport? 空港で気をつけるべきことでございます。So at the terminal, some airports has multiple, like seriously, they have like lots of terminals. Like LAX has crazy amount. So be sure to check which terminal you need to go when heading to the airport. 空港によってターミナルが複数存在しているので、どのターミナルに行くべきかよく確認をしておいてください。間違って違うところに行きたくないのでね。間違って違うところに行くと時間がやばいってなったりするので、おすすめじゃないです。なのでちゃんと確認していってください。And security check. Be sure to check how long the queue line of security check is before going in. Some airports recommend you to arrive 2 to 3 hours before your flight time. 空港に着いたら保安検査場の列の長さを確認するのがおすすめです。空港によって何時間前に到着するのがおすすめなど書かれているので、要チェックでございます。I like going to the airport 3 to 4 hours beforehand. So actually checking the terminal, security checks usually not a big problem for me because I'm just there like 4 hours before my flight. But still I do check the length of the line of the security check because this is for Haneda Airport tip for anyone who's using Haneda Airport. Haneda Airport has multiple security check lanes and there's like section A, there's gate A, B, C, D, and depends on your flight too. If you're taking ANA, it's slightly different, but if you're taking other airlines, even if you're going from D, beyond that security check, it's all connected. So you can just go to your gate. So even if it says use security check A as recommended on whatever website that you looked up, say because it's closer to your gate, it does not matter. So for Haneda Airport, sometimes, for example, your gate is closer to the security A. But security A is super crowded. The line is super long, it's gonna take an hour or two. You walk a little bit, then you find security B, still long. You walk a little bit, you find security C. The lane is super short, you can just go in right now. Just go in there. So that's also why I like going earlier, so I can like know which security lane is usually more shorter, and I can just line up there. And still, beyond the security check, I have plenty of time, so I can just take a look, and I don't need to rush to my gate. So for all reasons, I would recommend arriving early, unless you hate the airport. I know some people hate it so much that they don't want to be there early. There are people like that. I like arriving early. So, arrive early! 空港、そう、保安検査場の列の長さを確認するってなんでって思うかもしれないんですけど、意外とね、30分待ったら着くとかあるんだよ。で、ちょっと早めに着いてて、うわ、今もう並んでるから並ばないといけないって思わずに、意外と10分15分待って着いたり、ちょっとじゃあ軽くお茶してたら着いたりするし、あとこれ羽田空港の場合なんですけど、羽田空港は、ANA の国際線のみちょっと違っていて、なんでかというとターミナル2にあって、なんかそれを国際線で他が国内線で独自のところ使ってるから違うんですけど、でそれ以外の場合は A、B、C、D みたいな感じでセキュリティのゲートもあるんだよ。セキュリティのエリア A、セキュリティエリア B、セキュリティエリア C みたいなのがあって、でその通った先に自分のフライトのゲートがあるじゃないですか。ただ A、B、C、D どこからちょっと待ってミュートするね。Okay, the cop is telling the car to stop. Then the car's not gonna pause. Anyways, なんだっけ、そう、セキュリティ A、B、C、D ってあって、で、どこを通ってもその後って、それ通った先って繋がってるんですよ。ってなったら A、B、C、D どこ通ろうがよくない？っていうので、例えば自分の予約している航空券がゲートがセキュリティ A の近くにあるって場合はセキュリティ A 取るのをおすすめされちゃうんだけど、じゃなくってセキュリティ A が混んでる場合は別に D から通ってぐわって歩いてしまえばいいんですよ。で、どっちの方を選択するかで、個人的に白鹿は早めに着いてても、ね、列の長い方じゃなくて短い方に並んでささっと通って中をゆっくり見学したいのね。その出国してからゆっくり見て回りたいからそうやってします。なので D でも空いてるところで並んじゃって適当に A なり D なりその時空いてるところでその通ってからをゆっくり過ごしてゲート前で待つっていうのをするので、保安検査場の列の長さっていうのを通る前に確認しちゃうのはすごくおすすめです。So yeah, that's why you need to be careful at the airport. Then airport tips. Water at airport is too expensive. 空港で売ってる水は高すぎる。あんまりにも高すぎる。特にアメリカ高いです。Especially USA. You guys, airports, water, ridiculously expensive. I mean, like, why? Japan, it's also expensive, but it's not as expensive as US. Not because of the currency exchange, it's just because we don't do that ridiculous pricing. Bring your own water bottle to save money. This is what I do, especially at US airports. I don't do this to Japanese airports, but to US airports I do. 水筒を持参するのがおすすめです。特にアメリカ、カナダの空港たちはことごとく水がとっても高いので。もうとっても高いので水筒を持参します。So, when you go to your security check, you have an empty water bottle. After security check, you'll be able to find 保安検査通る前まではもちろん空っぽにしといてください。ペットボトル持ち込みダメですね。国際線は。はい。空っぽじゃないと液体物に水持ち込んじゃダメなんですよ。預け荷物以外はね。持ち込みではダメなので、空っぽの水筒を用意します。空っぽのペットボトルでも OK です。Have an empty bottle, okay? After you go through security, you will have these water filling stations. Not only SFO, LAX also has it, and YVR also has it. I feel like North American airports will have it. 北米の空港は大体これがあります。Mostly North American airports will have this. But since FaceCon is an SFO, I'm using SFO as an example. It has water filling stations、フェーズコンがサンフランシスコなので SFO はサンフランシスコの空港を例に出してるんですけど、 SFO には給水所があるので、そこで水を入れてから空港を出発するのがおすすめです。出発ってその搭乗するのがね、もうだし別に出てからの先もあったら街中で買うよりも安いので、そっちの方がおすすめです。My mom fills it with ice and that's allowed. Even for international? I don't think so. I think the security officer didn't care then. You're not supposed to even if it's iced. Because it's gonna melt. If it's gonna melt and it's gonna be water later on, then you're not allowed to bring it if it's international flight. I think your mom was just... The security officer didn't care. They usually just assume any liquid is explosive, but if it's frozen, it's less likely to be something like that. Oh, that's the reason? Okay. Then that's something I learned today. Thank you. So if you froze it, it's okay? Okay. But yeah, I think it's safer to bring an empty bottle of water. And especially if you're going to use SFO LAX, they have water stations. YVR also had it. So, 水の給水所があるので、これを使うととっても節約になります。So if you want to save money, this is a pro tip on saving money at airports. Japan does not have water filling station. Even if they do, it's like teeny tiny and it's like only one in the airport, so don't recommend doing that. And it's not too expensive to buy bottle of water in Japan airport, so just buy it, I'll say. It's really not expensive. Because they have like literally Family Mart or like 7-Eleven inside their airports. It is airport price, but it can't go crazy. ただアメリカに行く際はおすすめですね、空港。この水筒を持ち込むっていうのが。Next, this is about San Francisco Airport. これは SFO の情報で、サンフランシスコ空港の情報です。Domestic terminal. Where is the Uber Lyft pickup zone? Level 5 of the domestic garage. For Terminal 1, it's A, B, and B. Terminal 2, it's C and D. Terminal 3, it's E, F, and F or G. This is the Uber Lyft pickup zone for domestic terminals. Be sure to, when you arrive and after you pick up your checked luggage, read the signboards. Read the signs. Ask people where the Uber Lyft pickup zone is if you're going to use Uber or Lyft to head to the hotel. For international terminal. これ国際線ですね、サンフランシスコの。Uber、Lyft、ライドシェアさ、タクシーだけど、その一般人がやったタクシーですね。Uber、日本の Uber ってタクシーじゃないですか。そうじゃなくて、ライドシェアタイプの方を使われる際。これが一般的なタクシーです、最近で言うとちなみに。Arrivals are at the second floor. The ride pickups are at the third floor. So simply go one floor up and it's around zone 15 to 16 outside. 怖いおじさんですね。怖くないですよ。結構大丈夫。絶対とは言わないけど。到着は国際ターミナルだと2階なんですけど、Uber ピックアップ、リフトピックアップは3階あるので、1階上に上がってゾーン15、16って書かれているところを目指してください。And for the FaceCon Hotel, I do know that there's a shuttle bus. I do not know where the pickup zone is, so go check the hotel website. I think it's explained there. で、フェーズコンのホテル、宿泊される方はですね、コンベンションが起きるその場のホテル、確かウェブサイトに書いてあると思うので、それをご確認いただければなと思います。What was the name of the... I actually remember the place. Parking and transportation. Shuttle service. Located conveniently near San Francisco International Airport, our hotel offers a 24-hour complimentary airport shuttle that runs every 15 minutes from 4 a.m. until 1 a.m. and every 30 minutes from 1 a.m. until 4 a.m. At SFO, go to the area marked Hotel Shuttle. The bus is marked Hyatt, Regency, and Marriott. Copy and paste the following URL into the browser to track our shuttle's location. Let me show you guys this. そのなんだあれにそのままコンベンションにそのまま向かったり泊まる人たちはですね、これが便利だと思います。コンベンションハイアットリージェンシーサンフランシスコエアポートってところでやるんですけど、シャトルサービスがございます。So it's here. Located conveniently near SFO, complimentary shuttle bus service. So go to the area marked Hotel Shuttle. Copy and paste the following URL into your browser to track our shuttle's location. So if you go to Hyatt Regency website, so let me show you if you're like, how do you find that? This is the website of the Hyatt Regency San Francisco Airport. Right? So this hotel, this is the airport, this is the hotel. You go to their website. Their website. Burger line, you click that on the top left. Scroll down, parking and transportation. You're gonna click on that. Keep scrolling. Getting here. Oh, it says, do I click this? No. Scroll a little bit below, and then you find it. Shuttle service. Okay? This thing here. はい、ということで。よいしょ。Next. Oh, that's the end, actually. Yay! ってことで、以上。トラベルtipsでございました。I'm flying for the first time ever, so I'm scared. Yeah, I was just talking about some recommended items to bring on. And so on. And useful things. And difference about like the checked luggage and carry-ons and things. But what I can say is that check your airline rules! Most of the information that I share does differ and depend on each airline. So please check! Exile to the Void Song, thank you for 20 membership gifts! Thank you! So, let's look at the map of the... Isumi-san, thank you! ありがとうございます。ドネーションありがとう。Thank you for the big dono! ありがとう。旅行前に貴重な情報ありがとう。すごく勉強になりました。旅行したことない人のためにってこういった優しい配信をしてくれるようにとても素敵だと思います。いつもありがとう。いえいえ、こちらこそありがとうございます。旅行が好きでして、なんかみんな失敗してほしくないんだよね、旅行を。で、空港でさ、その失敗していけないとさ、やる気なくなるじゃん、その旅の。で、それなってほしくないんだよね。楽しく過ごしててほしいから。 その気持ちです。旅行、みんなも旅行好きであってほしいからっていう。一回嫌な思いするとメールもね、本当にそう。旅行って特にそう。しょうがないけど。しょうがないけどね。Okay, let's look at the airport a little bit. Why not, right? We can't look inside the airport, but we can look over the airport. As you see on Google Map, you can kind of see the Lyft Uber pickup from this too. So super easy to navigate yourself. You don't need to panic. It's way easier than LAX. Don't worry. LAX is like, you gotta get on a bus to go to the Lyft Uber pickup zone. And you're gonna be like, huh? But SFO is not like that. You do not need to get on the bus. It's easy. You can just literally just walk there. そう、サンフランシスコ国際空港は簡単です。比較的行ってみたら難しく感じるんだけど、意外とね、地図で見たら簡単なので落ち着いて行動すれば大丈夫です。で、このリフトウーバーゾーンにも歩いていけるので大丈夫。ご安心ください。LAX はね、リフトウーバーのピックアップゾーンに行くのにね、バス乗らされるんだよ。ガチであれわけわからんってなる。By the way, I didn't land here. Like if you go from Canada, you're like taken to domestic. International, it's quite convenient. Don't worry. Domestic, 頑張れ. You're gonna be like, where am I? But even if it's domestic, again, it's not really hard because it's just a horseshoe, the shape. See, it's like this. So if you keep walking, you'll end up to the correct place. And if you're really, really freaking out, just use this. There's these trains that you can take. Do they have pictures of it? Yeah, they do. Like this. They have these monorails that you can take, and it will take you between the terminals. When I was there, my local friend told me that it's stinky, so don't get on. I think it's better now, hopefully. I hope it's better now, but it doesn't stink. I rode them 4 days ago. Yippee! It doesn't stink anymore! Well, yeah, back then when I went there, my local friend told me, like, no, don't ride on them. It's super stinky, but I think they fixed it. Because, like, SFO was doing, like, a major update. There's lots of constructions going on in that whatsoever, so even LAX too. So I believe, like, all the major American airports are trying to brush up their brand image right now, because it was really bad. So yeah, I believe it's getting really better each year. So don't need to be super worried about it now. So yeah, you can just take the monorail too, and it will take you around. Yippee! Yippee! そう、こんな感じで簡単に回ることができますし、このモノレールもあって、博士課が行った当初はなんか現地の友達に臭いからやめときな乗るのって言われたんだけど、なんか今どうやらね、かなり綺麗にしたらしくて、全然匂いもしないよって。すごくね、SF4 も LX もなんだけどね、すごいね、綺麗にしようとしてんの。いっぱい工事が行われてて、新しいとこ作ってたり、綺麗にしようとしてて、ブランドイメージをね、向上しようとしてます。すっごく悪かったので。Yeah, if we're gonna take public transportation, there's BART, and you can like take this way. And then there's some buses. It did say that the hotel also has buses that you can use. Not like the free one, there's also regular buses if you want to save money. Well, like the shuttle bus is free, so why not just use that? Is my honest opinion for that one. But yeah, still, if you feel like you want to use the local buses, you can take it. And there's restaurants nearby, so if you don't want to eat like food inside a hotel, just go to these restaurants. Or where's like the cheap eats around here? Is there even cheap eats around here? Area wise, I wouldn't be surprised even if there's not. And there's a driving school. Wow. There's not much to do exactly in a walking distance, I'll say. Because, like, Golden Gate Bridge and everything is on the opposite side. It's up here. This is the downtown. So if you're on the south of San Francisco, so there's not much to do in the walking distance. And then that was not too far. Really? Okay. Let's look for it. Oh yeah, not too far. You can definitely Uber. So yeah, if you want cheap eats, In-N-Out is also there. I'm just gonna make you guys hungry for no reason. Ooh, wait, I'm gonna get hungry too. Potato Radio-san, thank you for continuing. Arigatou. Though, just a heads up, that place is always crowded. Yeah, this location especially is super crowded. And if you want like the In-N-Out experience, get the burger with the animal sauce, and this is like the fries with animal sauce. This is like the In-N-Out sauce. So that's what's gonna make it like extremely In-N-Out experience. And you also can get banana peppers for free. Some places it has like a stand so you can just take it for free. Some places you gotta ask at the cashier. Animal style. Yeah, it's animal style, pardon. If you ask for animal style, they're gonna add the sauce. That orange looking sauce, and it's good. I like it with the sauce personally, like this sauce. Even the burger you can ask to have it. I don't see a picture with it. Like this one a little bit. See? Like these sauces. It's good. The animal style. これアニマルスタイルってソースになるんですけど、この奥かな The one here. Like, you see the little bit of the orange sauce? This is the animal. Oh, even this one too. Animal style. Really good. Really good for its price. Is there like a picture with the banana peppers? No one taking pictures of that? There's like a yellow spicy pepper. Oh, see the one in the back, this one. It's super spicy peppers, but it's refreshing. Oh, you guys can't see it. The one in the back. Doop, see this? The one in the back? This one? It's super spicy, but really refreshing to eat it. So, これ辛いペッパーが無料でもらえます。唐辛子がね、酢漬けの唐辛子。It's pickled peppers. すごいね、美味しくてそれが。あ、これだね。これ。It's so good. It's super spicy, but it's so good. Super spicy. As a Japanese tolerance, it's super spicy, okay? Just a whole ass pepper? Yeah? And you bite into it while you eat it. It's so good. So, すごいね、すっきりします、食べながら。おすすめです。How spicy if you compare to, say, jalapenos? It's more spicy than jalapenos. Jalapenos is not spicy. That's baby. Like the green regular jalapeno, like jalapeno poppers jalapeno, right? That's baby. That's not spicy. So it's more than that. And there's also Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A is not so cheap, but it's good. Chick-fil-A はね、安くないけど美味しいです。I like the salads. Do they have the picture of the salads? Oh, the fries are too... the fries are good too. I like the salad. サラダが好きですね、ここは。 the beef burger. 日曜閉まってる。そう、ここめっちゃクリスチャンだから、教会のために日曜日閉まってるんですよ。そう、サラダが美味しい。And like, may I say some like minor opinion? You guys might hate me on this. Wait, let me go see if we can check it out. You know, and then Chick-fil-A has sauces you can choose. ソースがあるんですよ。これドレッシングなの。These are dressings and this is sauce. Deflated also, thank you for the super chat. Thanks for making sure the herd makes it safely to the promised land. Yeah, of course. I don't want you guys to, you know, start off with... I want you guys to have a smooth kickoff for the trip. I don't want you guys to have like a bummer start. And yeah, what is your favorite sauce, everyone, from Chick-fil-A? They have barbecue Chick-fil-A, the classic Chick-fil-A sauce, garden herb ranch sauce, honey mustard Polynesian, sweet and spicy sriracha sauce, zesty buffalo. Oh, okay, I don't think I've heard of this. So, ソースが有名で、チェックフレイもうね、美味しいんですよ、めちゃくちゃ。フライドチキンがめちゃくちゃ美味しいんだけど、このソースもいろいろあって、つけながら食べるんだけど、バーベキューソース、チックフレイソースっていうここの代名詞のソースがあって、ガーデンハーブランチソース、ランチドレッシングをソースにしたみたいな。と、ハニーマスタード、ポリネシアンソース、スイート&スパイシー、シラチャソース。シラチャも美味しいよね。でもこれは食べたことない。シラチャそのものが好きなんですけど。ゼスティーバフォー。これはね、ハグしか知らないんですけど。I really appreciate the information about the airport. Definitely gonna take the opportunity to try In-N-Out Chick-fil-A sauce. Yeah, it's so good. Try In-N-Out. Thank you, Super RDM song. Thank you for the super chat. The classic honey mustard and Polynesian are pretty good. I like the original sauces. Honey mustard, Chick-fil-A, and Buffalo are my favorite. BBQ? Polynesian? Right! Okay! Polynesian is my favorite sauce too. Sorry, I was just too happy to see two people liking Polynesian. Wow! People... Okay, my family hates Polynesian. They say it's like most disgusting sauce from Chick-fil-A. But I'm like, no! It's actually so good! Alright, Connor-san, thank you for the super chat. Get you and Oshi who actually cares. Yeah, I want you guys to have a safe, fun trip. So, what's in it? It's good. It's just good. そう、ポリネシアンソースが確か一番好きなんですけど、一番人気ないらしくて、これが。This is like actually one of like the least popular sauces. I never tried sweet and sriracha, nor zesty buffalo. I think barbecue Chick-fil-A, honey mustard are like they're tried, and Polynesian, and I like Polynesian the most. I really want to try the garden herb ranch sauce, but Polynesian is so good. I personally like it. But I used to order salads. So I like the first few times I went to Chick-fil-A, I was hyped about the chicken, so I got the chicken and Polynesian sauce. After visiting it a couple of times, I was like, salad is actually good. So I tried the salad with the chicken on top of it with avocado lime ranch dressing. This is so good. So I would actually recommend getting avocado lime ranch dressing on your salad more than Polynesian. 料理美味しかったけど、これはね、賛否両論の味。めちゃくちゃ分かってる。すごい分かってる。すごく賛否両論の味がするなって思う。でも、このね、サラダがあって、サラダに、これでね、コブサラダを頼むのが好きで、コブサラダにドレッシング選べるんだよ。So I like to order Cobb salad with dressing, and I like to go avocado lime ranch. このコブサラダに、もうフライドチキンが乗ってて、ちっちゃく切られてる。で、アボカドライムランチドレッシングっていうのをかけて食べるのが好きでした。It's so good. Avocado lime ranch dressing. So good. Yeah, the neck is that it's quite pricey. Chick-fil-A is pricey restaurant. I think it's one of the nice places you can go. But it's so good. Calories don't count when you're on a travel. Exactly. So yeah, Chick-fil-A is so good, the food. I honestly like more than In-N-Out, but In-N-Out's cheaper, so I like In-N-Out. There's also the famous Panera bread. I don't get the hype of this though, but some people love Panera bread so much. Yeah, it's like fancier Starbucks of like what they offer you. They have the sourdough too. There's not much to talk about for Panera bread from me, sorry. Panera bread って有名なカフェもあるんですけど、パン屋さんカフェも。個人的にそんなにでわかんない。いや、コメントとも違うかも、雰囲気。なんか、よくわからん。違う気がする。なんか、スタバのさらにちょっといろいろ売ってて、いろいろゆっくりできる版みたいな。でもなんか、あんまスタバと大差ない。Is this actual LNL? Is this actual LNL? It is! Guys, this is also one place I like to recommend. If you want to try Hawaiian food, LNL Hawaiian barbecue is Hawaiian food. Quite heavy. I like it. Grew up eating the chicken katsu of this with sauce. It's not Japanese at all. It's Hawaiian Japanese. Completely different, don't get mixed up. But it's not bad. It's really heavy. Quite oily. But I grew up eating it. As a kid, this is what I used to eat. They have the thin chicken katsu with this weird ass sauce they're gonna put on top of it and eat it. Hawaiian. この LNR ハワイアンバーベキューもあるんだね。いや、これいいですよ。かなりハワイアン。だけど、日本のカツとは全く違う。全く違うんだけど、ジャパニーズハワイアンカツなの。ハワイアンジャパニーズカツっていうのがまだ別のジャンルであって、薄い鶏肉に衣があって、衣剥がれるし、なんかよくわからんソースをかけて食べるんだけど、めっちゃ、博士はこの味で育ってたので、They have holy chicken too. And of course, Korean BBQ. Hawaiian Korean BBQ. Okay, Korean BBQ and Hawaiian Korean BBQ is different. But I like yummies. So I don't eat this at LNL. I like yummies. Kahlua pork. I don't know how good Kahlua pork from LNL is because I always ate at Sam's Club and not LNL. But yeah, they also have spam musubi. I like my mom's spam musubi the most, so I can't say I'm a fan of that. They seem like they have coconut shrimp. So good. Mochiko chicken, this is definitely. Garlic shrimp, so good. And mac and cheese. Okay. Pro tip. If you like Hawaiian plates, these type of restaurant usually serves you in like plates. So you get rice. You can choose size and main. And if you can choose size, like yummies can choose it, you can choose it. I like getting mac and cheese with, of course, kimchi. That's like a Hawaiian plate. Rice, mac and cheese, kimchi, main, and another small side. And you mix the kimchi and mac and cheese together and eat it. Not mac and cheese. Why did I say mac and cheese? Mac salad. I mean mac salad. My brain, my mouth. I'm thinking I'm saying something else. Mac salad, kimchi, you mix it and you eat it. That's the Hawaiian style of eating mac salad. We don't eat mac salad as it is. Japanese put sauce on it. Hawaiians mix it with kimchi. Mac salad, kimchi, so good. I strongly recommend you trying it out. It's so good. You get like the spice kick and also it's creamy because it's mac salad and mixes so well. Mac salad, kimchi, mixed, rice, main, one more side. What do I usually get? Whatever. I don't have preference for the more side. I seriously can't think of it. But yeah. It's so good. Please try it out. FaceCon has more and more food related day by day. By the day. Well, yeah! There's the food bar too, the snack bar. Thank you, Americana-san, for the super chat. Katsu or local moco funds. Oh, thank you, Potato Radio-san. I really want to eat Hawaiian food. Ooh, there's not much in the area that I live. They do have lots of Hawaiian, but it's not authentic. It's Japanese arranged Hawaiian. So nothing's Hawaiian. Mac salad is so good. Hawaiian mac salad is something else. It's something else. This does not, like, this is local moco. Quite looks authentic because the sauce is supposed to look like this color, light brown. Why don't they have kimchi though with the mac salad? I do not get it. Simon! They have Simon! I love Simon. Simon is a Hawaiian, it's Hawaiian noodles. Rainbows had a pop-up in Yokohama last month. I know! It was like the Hawaiian festival, but I heard it was crazy, so I didn't go. Like the people. Simon is Hawaiian noodles. Good. Very good. Light in taste. One of the few foods that's like light in taste in Hawaiian foods. Most of it has strong savory taste. This is somehow very light. And it feels nice for your stomach too. Good. Simon. Simon もあるじゃん。これハワイのヌードルですね。美味しい。スパムスーピー。My mom's spam musubi is the best. I'm gonna keep saying this. My mama's spam musubi is the best. Coconut shrimp, I love it, of course. Everything's so good. Everything's so good. Mochiko chicken? We used to just make it at home, so I didn't really eat it outside. Mochiko chicken is more a food to make at home. Because you just need mochiko powder and chicken. And just deep fry it. It's not... Yeah, I personally don't find it worth it to eat it outside. Can we try your mom's spam musubi recipes? Okay, I asked her once and she was like, oh, I don't measure, so I don't know what's the answer. And I was like, okay. They have Malaysian too? Vietnamese? Sichuan? The Cantonese? Taco Bell? Another Chinese restaurant? Nice. Oh, there's Indian restaurant too. I love curries so much. I've been super into like spice curries ever since I moved back to Japan. Pizza, Italian. What's this? Pizza, tapioca, boba store, Korean. Another Chinese. I don't know what this is. Yeah, well, you won't have... There's so many things to eat around. And also near the hotel too, there's an ice cream store. Probably not authentic Japanese store. Let's see if it's authentic or not. I know by the name it's not. It does not look. It is not authentic. Nothing's authentic here. But yup, there's a American Japanese restaurant. Actually, I think this might be Korean Japanese or so. Yup, look at this. Sushi, tempura. I don't know what this is actually. There you go. これがね、アメリカ語も和食なんですよ。それ結構ガチで。アメリカの和食といえばこれなんだよね。だから、なんか、握手が微妙な気持ちになって、カナダでも過ごすんだよね。和食って、こんなんじゃないのにっていう。こんなんじゃないのに。あれなんで、とりあえず、チーズ乗っけて炙ってんのっていう。何これは。辛いソースかかってるですね、これは。天ぷらもめちゃめちゃ衣が厚いんだよ。まあ、これがアメリカの日本料理ですね。Well, I gotta be honest. There were times I was like, I want to eat Korean American sushi rolls. There were times like that. You know, sometimes you just want like a junk food, but you're not craving for burgers. And when you think of it, you also want to eat Japanese food, but there's something called like junk Japanese food, and it's those like sushi rolls, right? They have cheese on top, and sometimes it's deep fried. It's not bad, surprisingly. It's just not Japanese. It's nothing Japanese. That's what pan is for. Exactly. And I eat sushi too sometimes. I eat sushi, osushi, but I also eat sushi. I eat both. Whenever I eat sushi, I do complain about how it's not Japanese, how it's not authentic, and I'm like, don't stop saying this Japanese, but I eat it. Because it's not bad. There's one that I liked in Canada. I forgot the name of it, but I remember the name being like Dragon something roll. And it was like cheese inside. No, cheese on top, and they had some spicy sauces on top of it, and there was salmon inside, I think. And tobiko around it. And it was not bad. It did not taste Japanese at all, of course. It's not avocado. It was like the spicy snow... It's snow dragon roll or something like that. Because they had like cheese on top of it, and also like one more on top of it. On top grilled, and there's like another cheese on top. The white fluffy cheese on top of it, and it was not bad. It was just not Japanese at all. It's just American sushi. Actually, Korean American sushi. They had a grilled chicken and sushi roll there. That's not sushi. It's sushi. It's not osushi. It's sushi. I'm sure there's someone with a food safe certificate to run the cafe at FaceCon. Yeah, probably. Actually, like Sakura could have just let me work there. Of course, then I need to get like the minimum wage for like what per hour? 17? Is it 16? I don't know for California. I have food safe in Canada, not in California though, but I have in Canada. And Canada's really strict. You're telling me JP don't use whipped cream cheese? And the sushi roll? Of course we don't. But American sushis do. Yeah, I can't say I hate it. I do make fun of it. I say like it's not authentic because it's not authentic, but I can't hate it. I'm not gonna hate it. I will make fun of it. I will say shit about it. I will talk shit about American sushi, but I will eat it. There's also like an American diner too, near the hotel in another hotel. So if you feel like you want something American, you can go here and get some American foods. Yep. アメリカのレストランもありますね。近くにすごくアメリカンな。すごくアメリカンだね。すごくアメリカンだ。Mucho American. Oh, look at this cake! Super American. Philadelphia filling roll is really good. Yeah, I love them too. They have the Tex-Mex type of soft shell tacos. Look at this, the double cake. Fudge! I love fudge. Ne, こういうのもございます。セパテパアメリカン。And of course, in the hotel too, there's a restaurant. It says New American Food Cuisines. I don't know what New American is. Well, anyways. This might be closed, actually, because I feel like this is where the convention is going to be held to, partially. I'm not sure. But yeah, there's plenty of places to eat around. If you keep walking a little bit, there's Chinese food too. Benihana! Oh my gosh! There's Benihana, guys! Benihana is like a teppanyaki store that claims Japanese, but it's not really Japanese anymore. Like, trust me, it's not. It's just Japanese style teppanyaki. It's not Japanese. It's just for the experience. 紅花っていうアメリカにある日本風鉄板焼きチェーンですね。これ有名です。紅花はいっぱいあるよ。紅花の店舗も日本風なだけであって決して日本の鉄板焼きとは言わないですよ。だって日本の鉄板焼きじゃないでしょ。日本の鉄板焼きとは一目瞭然で違うっていう。You can tell this is not Japanese teppanyaki easily, even from the pictures you can tell. But you can have like a teppanyaki experience. そう、火鉢っていう謎料理ね。本当に意味わからん。本当に意味わからんと思ってるんですけど、確か。そう、なんかね、アメリカの人好きなんだよ、紅花。なんかみんなチャーハンだしね。アメリカに鉄板焼きありそうなのに、あるはあるんだよ、ちゃんとした日本のも。高すぎるんだよね。まあ、紅花も高いけどね、言うて。そう、見ててわかると思うけど、和食かっていうと違うでしょ。和食風の何かなんだよね。今となっては。ただ盛り上げるのはめちゃめちゃ上手だから、ね、結構チップは入るみたいなね。天ぷらだよ、これが。ね。ね。そうなんだよ。But yeah, there's benihana for the fun experience. And there's like this Chinese restaurant. I love these. 超粉大好き。おー、ベリーグッド。ベリーベリーグッドね、これ。ドゥルドゥル。Chicken feet! I love chicken feet. Chicken feet. 鶏の足も美味しいんだよ。Oh my gosh! This is the type that I love too, especially. The ribs with like the bone. And this is the black peppered flavor version, and this is the best. It's so good. This looks mid. Okay. This looks just okay. Yeah, this looks good in chicken feet. Ah, 美味しそうこのパン。いやー、いいよね。エビもね。エビも好き。I love these too. これも好き。ニンニク味で炒められてんだよ。It's usually garlic flavor and it's good. Do they have a menu that I can look? Oh yeah, we can zoom into it. Turnip cake. I like the radish one more. I must get sticky rice and lotus leaves are good too. I like dumplings too. Steamed dumplings are good. This is definitely not the whole menu, right? これ全部？マジ？もっとあると思った。Oh, this is easier to see. Yeah, that's probably... Oh yeah, here we go. Chicken feet. Spare ribs with black bean sauce. I love this black bean sauce. The chicken feet with mixed sauce is good too. Any dumplings I'll eat. It's good. Honey BBQ pork is good too, but I don't really order it. Yeah, I don't usually order from the expensive section, so I'm like, pass. Oh. 美味しそう、美味しそうでしょ。めっちゃ美味しいよ、中華って。いや、マジでバンクーバー中華料理多すぎて。中華料理を食べていくうちに食べ慣れてしまって、バンクーバーって中華系移民がめちゃくちゃ多いんですよ。とにかく多くて。でそれの都合で本格的な中華料理屋さんが多くて、世界的にそれで知られてるのね、バンクーバーっていう地は。本当に本格的な中華料理を北米で簡単に食べられるっていうので、そこでね、中華料理を食べ慣れすぎたせいで、本格的な中華料理じゃないと満足できない体になってしまって、ちょっと困るよね。町中華行っても中華じゃないってそりゃそうなんだけど。Okay, that's all from me. Resolutions, thank you for super chat. Gordon Ramsay said too many options to menu on fresh and already frozen food, so I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Well, Chinese food is good anyways. So, that'll be all from me. Thank you so much for coming. I'm gonna start wrapping it up really quick. You ready to go? There we go. ということで、Braz_you さん、Thank you ありがとうございます。Thank you for joining. Welcome to the hunting club. そして、Yarki さん、Thank you ありがとうございます。Thank you for continuing. そして、Yarki さん、Thank you for 7 months. Max220 さん、I already did blow 5 kisses, but one last one for you. そして、Deflated Mouse さん、Thank you ありがとうございます。Thank you for the super chat. Deflated Mouse さん、Thank you ありがとうございます。Thank you for the butt. And Deflated Mouse さん、Thank you ありがとうございます。Thank you for the super sticker. Old AJ さん、Thank you ありがとうございます。Thank you for the super chat. そして、Eggman スゾさん、Thank you ありがとうございます。Thank you for the super chat. そして、Eggman スゾさん、Thank you ありがとうございます。Thank you for the super chat. Max220 さん、Thank you ありがとうございます。Thank you for the super chat. Lemon Loco さん、Thank you ありがとうございます。Thank you for the super chat. Writing Joke さん、Thank you ありがとうございます。Thank you for the super chat. And 泉さん、Thank you ありがとうございます。Thank you for the super chat. Excel to the Void さん、Thank you ありがとうございます。Thank you for the 20 membership gifts and one last one for you. そして Potato Radio さん、Thank you ありがとうございます。Thank you for continuing. そして Deflated Mouse さん、Thank you ありがとうございます。Thank you for the super chat. So for RDM さん、Thank you ありがとうございます。Thank you for the super chat. Americaner さん、Thank you ありがとうございます。Thank you for the super chat. Americaner さん、Thank you ありがとうございます。Thank you for the super chat. Potato Radio さん、Thank you ありがとうございます。Thank you for the super chat. Sven Victory さん、Thank you ありがとうございます。Thank you for the super chat. Can you catch the shrimp in your mouth? I mean, like you're gonna do it? No. Marcelo さん、Thank you ありがとうございます。Thank you for the super chat. そして、つかわいさん、Thank you ありがとうございます。Thank you for the super chat. And next are the Donos. Hydration Pot さん、Thank you ありがとうございます。Thank you for the Dono. And 泉さん、Thank you ありがとうございます。Thank you for the Dono. So that will be all. 泉さんも本当ドネーションありがとうございます。以上となります。Let me raise you. Who's streaming currently? Oh, Fujikura Uruka is streaming. Oh, she's also talking about face calling. Perfect. フェイスコンについてウルカも話してるので、そちらに連れて行きたいと思います。So, thank you very much for coming. See you guys day after tomorrow. あさってまたお会いしましょう。バイバイ。おつしかー。